What is going on, everybody? Happy Friday. Thank you so much for being here. Just want to check the mic is good. Yep. Thank you so much for being here. We are back to back days. Too many bones. Yesterday we did Carcass. Today we're doing Figment. Hopefully we have a little bit better luck with Figment today. It was a little rough with Carcass there towards the end. We lost like 3 encounters. It turned out to be pretty bad. Wasn't able to show him off as much, up to his true potential, but that's just how Bones goes sometimes. He is a lot of fun. Once you get that cycle going, he is really fun to play as. But today we're going to be doing Figment. Like I said, hopefully we have some better luck. We're going to be going up against Rock and Roll. I think the stream last night ended at 1 a.m. I'm on like 4 hours and some change of sleep. So to keep me awake for this, it is a shorter campaign, but to keep me awake, I got the Obendark blend, the Obendark roast in the Too Many Bones mug. Hopefully help me out a little bit, keep me awake. And we're rocking the Patches coaster right here. So hopefully this brings me some good luck. We'll see. But yeah, man, it should be fun either way. We're gonna have a good time, and we can always bring Carcass back to the channel at some point, which I definitely will. So yeah. And if you do like the video, please give it a like. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. I think when I hit 3,000 subscribers, I'm going to try to do a 24-hour stream broken up into 2 different parts, 2 12-hour days of all Too Many Bones. I think it could get wild. We'll see. But that's the plan. So subscribe if you want to see that. That should be a lot of fun. And special shout out to my Patreon members. I do truly appreciate it. I'm very thankful to you guys. So yeah, we got John in the house. Hello, what's up, John? How's it going? Happy Friday, man. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it, dude. We are, like I said, we're going to be playing as Figment. Figment is he's really interesting, man. He can really manipulate the initiative meter doing some cool stuff. But the thing is, you can see his board. We only have 2 decks to start. It's a little rough. I probably would have liked to see 3 decks. But, it is what it is. So we're definitely going to be playing on Heroic, per my usual. So let's get the health. And then I think what we're going to do first, we are going to do attack. Try to train this early on because we're not going to be facing a battle in day 1. So let's get to attack. And then I think in day 1 rewards, we are going to do, if I don't lose day 1, if I don't lose day 1, right? I'm joking, but you know what I mean? Patches will bring you healing. That's it, John. I like your positive outlook on it, man. Yeah. Board Halfling, that would be awesome. Love TMB. Yeah, man, for sure. I'm looking, I'm excited. I think it could be a lot of fun. It's going to be on like a weekend, 1 12-hour day, another one. And then I'm going to try to do it maybe around 10 or 11, so I'm not going to midnight. Because, man, once like it hits midnight, I start to fade a little bit. Add in some AP and things aren't going well. It's a recipe. It was Carcass's recipe for disaster. What's up, Alex? How's it going, man? Successful Geek. Aloha. Had fun watching your Carcass playthrough. I really want to learn Static. He's going to be my next one. Static seems like a lot of fun. What's up, dude? Welcome. And I think I've been hearing horror stories about Cinder. So I think we're going to try Static on Cinder. For now, we're going to be going up against Rock and Roll. It's a shorter campaign. But Figment, this is probably going to be the 4th time I've played Figment against Rock and Roll. And I want to say probably win percentage is about 50-50. We're going to be facing off against Rock and Roll. And it's a very interesting thing. They're going to be going at each other. Rock, I have found, is a little bit harder to take down with his Recover too, but we'll talk about all that stuff when we get there. Figment, I've been having a lot of fun. This initiative stuff is really cool. So let's talk briefly about Figment. So let's just read his little backstory here. Born hundreds of years ago, Figment was thrown forward in time when the breaking of Daylor triggered a kobold orb he was studying. Now he has fashioned the orb into a time machine, allowing him to manipulate the flow of battle and observe the potentialite Oh man, there's one thing about Chip Theory Games, man. They really like to teach me some new words. Potentialities of other timelines as he fights for justice. Nice. So his backup plan, one is charge up. We just add a bone. Beautiful, beautiful. Just for one bone, add another bone. And we can choose whichever one we add, whether that's attack or defense, and that does matter. We'll talk about it. For 2 bones, time blip. This is another huge one. Increase or decrease the round counter by 1. And he's got some skills that are going to trigger each round. So if you can keep them triggering to not pass a certain round, it's beautiful. It can really line up sometimes. 3 is nothing. 4 is fortunate discovery. Acquire a consumable die of your choice. He has some good ones. Cobalt Claw, we're definitely going to be trying to go with this one. 4 sides are we deal the amount of true damage to any baddie before you on the initiative meter. So the lowest results are 2, and then there's a side with 3. But with all of his consumable dice, he does have required bones that you must slot. The other one is Cobalt Eye. Exhaust up to 2 staff wielder or theoretician profession dice in your lock slots and resolve them as if the current round number matches the round on the dice. We're not going to get into that. I don't think I'm going to get any of the theoretician skills. I'm going to mainly be getting all of these, the time skipper. And again, I got to build just like I did for Carcass. It's worked out a few times with Rock and Roll, so we're going to try to stick to that. So I'm going to get all of Time Skipper, and then I think I'm going to get Chrono Trigger. First off, amazing name. But this one is really cool. All of these are really, really nice in this staff wielder. And then Flash Rewind. This has saved me a bunch of times. So revive a KO'd Gearlock to number of HP, and the lowest on those sides, there's 4 sides that are successes, is 2. So you can revive a KO'd Gearlock with 2 HP. If this die is in the Gearlock's locked slot, it triggers automatically if that Gearlock would be KO'd to prevent KO and set HP to a number. So that saved me a bunch of times getting knocked out and then reviving up to that HP level. But again, all of these do have required bones, so it could come back to bite us. So that is the consumable dice, and then this one. This is probably one of the strongest backup plans I've seen. This for 5, Be Kind Rewind. Roll all dice in your backup plan, including those spent to activate this backup plan, and all bones rolled this turn. So even if you're rolling 7, 8, you got 8 bones laying out on the table. Treat the rolled results as dice rolled this turn. So that's what I'm talking about with charge up. If you want to attack a certain baddie for a lot of dice, just be slotting in, attack dice. Boom, you're getting attack dice in here, but you're going to need some defense as well. And all of a sudden, you're doing Be Kind Rewind. You're doing 3 attack dice and 2 defense dice against a baddie. Beautiful. Love this backup plan. And then innate +1 is 6. So his innate stuff, and I'll get to the comments in 1 second. So Time Adept, again, this is really strong. During battle setup, after all initiative dice are rolled, you may re-roll Figment's initiative and use the new result. Also, after all dice are placed, you may move Figment's initiative die up or down 1 in the initiative meter. That has been super helpful because he does have a side with 1, but then it goes all the way up to 6. And then his innate +1 is the same thing as that we just said, but then also in addition to that, you may move any non-tyrant unit's initiative die up or down 1 spot in the initiative meter. So that's any non-tyrant. That's Gearlocks and baddies as well. So very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. Just got my pledge and got it all in the trove chest now. Need to tear down ATO and set it up for some T&B. There you go, dude. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Get ATO out of here. Set up bones. Get some play sessions in. And I do want to say real quick, one thing I wanted to mention on stream. With Unbreakable, it definitely has a feeling about it. You know, with the darker board, it's got the lava. You know, there's darker setting. It's got some, with the darkness encounters, you don't know the baddies. You know, they're sneaking up onto you. It's definitely got a feel to it, and I like it. This dark, mysterious, underground feeling. And it's really cool. I think they've acquired what they set out to achieve with, you know, the Unbreakable feeling and the baddies and stuff like that. So kudos to them. I've really been enjoying it. I think it's super cool. Part of me is excited to get back up to the surface level with some other Too Many Bones playthroughs, but so far, really been enjoying this. I do recommend it. Also, in addition to that, Matt, I think it was you or Ian, forgive me, and you're right, Figment is going to get it done. One thing I do forget with the Unbreakable board and the lava mechanic is if a unit is over top of it, I do forget if it's lava or not sometimes. And that's actually come back to bite me in the carcass. I actually won the encounter, but at first I thought I lost. So what we're going to do is, somebody suggested even the tokens from Zaya. So these are from there. But what I did find is it's okay, you know, that you can see it. But I actually got these from Company of Heroes. So we're just going to use these. So what I'm going to do is once a tile flips, I'm just going to set this marker on there. And if somebody moves over there, I'm just going to set it on top of the die. Hopefully that's going to help me to remember that that is lava underneath. And as we move off, so on and so forth. So that's the idea. And then what else? I hear Cinder's a nightmare too. Yeah, I think I'll mostly play two-handed though. Yeah, for now, that's a good idea. For now, I just want to play them solo, especially on the channel. Just try to show off what they can do. And then maybe after that, start doing some two-handed stuff. I think that could be fun. Yeah, hopefully Figment gets it done. This is a short campaign. 5 progress points. We need to defeat Rock and Roll within 7 days. So it's not a lot of breathing room. So glad you have a game that you like this much, dude. Yeah, Rufus. I know, dude. It's, again, I've always enjoyed it. I think this is probably the 100th time I said this. I've always enjoyed this game. I made a review about it. I put a lot of work into that review. I wonder if my thoughts would change a little bit, like if I'd try to present different information. But I've always liked the game. It was in my top 10, but just something happened. I was just playing a game or two, and I was like, let's get out Bones again. And I just like fell in love with it. And then I just haven't been able to put it down. I still am going to get to other stuff. That other stuff is coming. But just something happened. So I love it. I just absolutely love it. Figment will be my first Gearlock I'm going to learn. Something about his artwork makes me want to get him. I know, dude, kicking some ass, yeah. I picture him living into battle and channeling his inner Yoda. You know what I picture? Him and Tink just, you know, waddling in, both of them limping in. Getting shit done. Yeah, man. I like it. I like it, dude. Okay, so one thing I want to point out is, I guess I can start shuffling now. One thing I do want to point out, we are going to be changing this initiative meter a little bit. So with that being said, we are going to be putting some initiative dice maybe above ours or below ours. So that can cause baddies to skip their turn completely for that round, or even possibly get 2 turns in that round. So very interesting. Let's see, what else do I want to mention? I don't think there's too much else to talk about. Again, I do have a build we're going to try. It's been kind of working out okay. And these are mainly for like solo, what I've been finding. I think in like with a group or other Gearlocks, I'd probably do something slightly different, but at the same time, I think they could still work for that. Okay, let's do the encounter cards. Yeah, so I think next time we're going to be getting another Dex, because our Dex is rough right now, and then Time Jump, which is a really fun one. Grumpy Old Men, I know, that's right, dude. Dude, yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Okay. I think everything else is good. We have the darkness. I'm going to try to keep the encounters really close by for shaky ground and stuff like that. We'll try to catch as much as we can. At the end of the day, I can only do so much. If I miss stuff, that's just what happens. I can't control the dice. So I'm at the mercy of the dice gods. And sometimes Bones just goes that way. Sometimes it's just absolutely brutal. So we need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's put these over here. Shuffle this in. Put this on the bottom. Tink and Figment rolling the nursing home. Yeah, man. That's so cool. Yeah. Yeah, they're delivered like treats, right? And they ask for more, and the nurse is like, I just gave you guys some. A Figment like rewinds time to get more. Tink's bots are over in the kitchen stealing some stuff, right? Yeah, man. That's cool. Okay, let's put this on top. Okay. And again, for information, we are just playing with all Unbreakable stuff. We do have the 40 caves mixed in. All right. Shuffle this up. And for this one, we are using Troll, Break baddies, and Orc baddies. And one thing I will add is that this new round tracker is nice. I didn't have a problem with turning it with my fingers, just these two, and just turning it like that. I had no problems at all. And you can still even do that fairly easy, or you could just put your fingers on the side and turn it like that. So, but it is nice to have. It is nice to have. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. No, I don't think so. We got to get up to here. So again, we need 5 progress points. So I am going to be trying to get all of the green skill, the time skipper, chrono trigger. Phase Ghost is a lot of fun. And it can really get you out of some sticky situations. But I don't think we're going to get that for this playthrough. Maybe if we had a few more days and progress points, we could. I was initially going to try Carcass with Rock and Roll, but with Carcass, I feel like you need a few more training points to really get him going over Figment. Shuffle these up. Okay. All right, day 1. Shuffle the loot. Tink and Figment ruling the nursing home. I love it, dude. That's so funny. So I said all of Time Skipper, Chrono Trigger. We're not going to be getting any of the Theoretician, at least not in this one. We're probably not going to be getting Phase Ghost, which basically acts as a decoy. And the first Phase Ghost, or Phase Ghost I should say, if you land a successful die, it has 1 health, but then you can swap with the Phase Ghost after you place it. But then Phase Wraith, the lowest health that one has is 5. Can't have any negative status effects put on it. Doesn't take any damage from lava or fatigue or anything like that, but it can just be attacked and lose health. What's about the deal? Some loot. So we're probably not going to be getting any of that. Health, I'm aiming for about 7. I think 7, maybe 3 attack. Actually, maybe, yeah, 5 dex. Probably about 7 health, 5 dex. Maybe 2 attack, 2 defense. We'll see. All right, so we did heroic. We got the attack. Let's get rolling. Live again, JF. Doing it live. That's right, dude. That's right. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by. I got the coffee. We're ready. And hopefully we have a little bit better luck. Here we go, guys. All right, day 1. Special encounter. Mirawat kept a bunch of cybernetic augments in her workshop in the event she or someone else needed to be mechanically brought back from the brink. The bulk of the attachments were used to put Gale back together following a Tyrant attack, but there are still a few odds and ends left in the back room. Perhaps they can still be put to good use by a skilled craftsman. These infrared goggles are interesting. When connected with this algorithmic engine Mirawatt was working on, they could be used to analyze and predict certain baddie attack patterns. With a little elbow grease, these things have the potential to be a work of art. All right, so we have 2 here. These goggles are more spectacular than expected. Persistent until the end of day 5, as a party look through the 1-point baddie active stack and choose one baddie to place on this card. The first printed skill on its chip is suspended in non-Tyrant battles for all baddies. When this card's persistent effect ends, place the baddie for... Ooh. Persistent until the end of day 5. As a party, look through the 1-point baddie active stack and choose one baddie. The first printed skill... Oh, man, dude. Let's do this. What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by, brother. Your day 1 and 2 in your live are different, correct? Day 1 and 2 in your live are different. What do you mean? Oh, this is very interesting. Old school Mike, what's up, brother? Thanks for the awesome TNB playthroughs. Cheers, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that, man. That's super cool of you. Thanks so much for joining, man. Happy Friday. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you have a fantastic weekend as well. That's awesome, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Or we have cool specs are no substitute for a good workout. We get an extra training point. Each gear lock increases their lowest stat by 1. Oh, man. That would be defense. So we get 2 training points and each gear lock increases their lowest stat by 1. I didn't take out the ones from the previous from Carcass playthrough, if that's what you mean. I didn't take those out to get new day 1 and 2s. No. I only said the Zaya tokens because they look like lava. I know, yeah, you're right. It just helps. I think at least for the camera's sake, it helps to see a little bit better. But yeah, I got these out. I listened to you, man. These definitely work. Like if I'm just playing by myself, yeah, they got that cut up effect, right? So it kind of just gives it this like, more thematic feel almost. I think we got to do the bottom. As cool as that top is, man, this is one of the better day 1s I've seen. I think we got to do this. So we would get 2 training points, and it says each gear lock increases their lowest stat by 1. Holy smokes. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's get the defense. That's our lowest. Oh, man, dude. Okay, and let's get 2 training points. All right, we're ahead of schedule then. We definitely got to get Dex, right? We're low on Dex, and then it's going to be time jump. Oh, man, well, with this, doors have opened. Maybe we do eventually get Phase Ghost. Maybe we stick to the plan. Should we get another health? No, let's get time jump for this battle. Time jump. Holy smokes, that was really cool. Okay. Okay, all right. And we get the progress. All right, let's scout. We got a 6. We're not going to be facing 5s for quite some time unless the encounter states. So I think we still go for 1. I don't want any sword breakers. 4 health, 2 initiative. It's a troll. 1 attack, 1 defense. It is a taunt. It is melee. We're definitely going to keep this guy up top. Option 2 skill points, baby. Yeah, dude. I know. What's up, Matt? How's it going, man? Hello, hello. Okay, so we got... Yeah, and each gear lock increases their lowest stat by 1. So we basically got 3 points there. goodness, that was awesome. Let's go to day 2. I am blank myself too, my friend. Okay, on the ropes. Mirawatt's compound sits on a relative plateau in the break. A steep drop-off into its depths looms nearby. The residents of the compound have managed to rig up a series of ropes for ascending and descending, but a nasty welcoming party currently waits below, a horde of enemies ready to pick off anything they see shimmying down. Still, there's adventuring to be done, so progress must be made. The only question is how to approach these tether trackers. I don't think we got this last time. So JF, I will remove these for the future playthroughs. And I think all next week, we're going to try to get to all 3 of the remaining gear locks. But I do have Lords of Ragnarok coming in supposedly Wednesday. So maybe do an unboxing at some point. But still, I want to try to get to all 3 of the other gear locks. Okay. So we have 2 here, both combat. Slow descent, sword at the ready. Build queue is baddie points, subtract 1, so only that guy. Baddies enter the battle mat on the gearlock ranged starting position, matching their lane marker, and gearlocks enter the battle mat on a baddie ranged starting position. Encounter success is achieved if all baddies are defeated or if all non-KO'd gearlocks start a round occupying a gearlock ranged starting position and do not move from those positions for the entire round. I will also say it seems like the encounters in Unbreakable, they're a little crazy. I like it. They're a little crazy. And then we have swing down and kick them in the teeth. Baddie points, all baddies have an attack stat of 1 for this battle. I think we just go with the top one. We get an extra loot and we only fight that one guy. Yeah, and he only has 2 initiative. Okay, and then we can show off time jump, which is a lot of fun. So let's do the top one. So subtract 1. And it's only going to be this guy. No darkness, no shaky ground. So he has 4. And again, he's going to start in a gearlock ranged position, matching their lane marker. So that is there. 2 initiative. And we are going to start in a gearlock ranged position. We got 3. But again, we can re-roll if we don't like this. And then even after we re-roll, you know, we can slot it and then move up or down 1. So really strong stuff. So we'll place it on top and we have to start. We're going to start all the way over here. So baddies enter the battle mat on the gearlock range starting position matching their lane. And gearlocks enter the battle mat on baddie ranged starting positions. We're just going to stop here, giving us the most distance from him. I think you might like this game. Good luck. Yeah, Jason. You think? You think? There will be other stuff on the channel, but right now I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. Okay, so let's get going. It is round 1. We have 3 decks. We're not going to roll any defense yet, and I think we're just going to do time jump right out of the gate. So time jump, we'll show you how this works. So we're obviously attacking him, and we did do it. So we dealt 2 attack. And time jump, it does have some 2 sides, but basically we can move down 1. I believe, is it up or down? Yeah, okay. So take the baddie's initiative die that is either directly before or after yours in initiative meter. Move the die to the top of the initiative meter and then deal that much damage to the baddie. So we're just going to put him up here, deal 1 damage to him. This is exhausted. And now his turn is skipped because we just went. So it's taking off from where we left off. So round 2. Now he's going to go. We'll have him go here. 1, 2. Got a bone. That helps. Now we go. So 2 attack, 1 defense. And there we go. So we have the bone. And he is taken out. Sweet. And encounter success is achieved if all baddies are defeated or if all non-KO gearlocks. Okay. So he is defeated. We get that. We didn't lose any HP. Sweet. So we will be able to scout. That is helpful. Okay. Put him back. Let's get our stuff. We get a loot. We get a progress point. The vicious cycle. After creating the build queue during battle setup, look at and rearrange the build queue in any order. Cannot be used in Tyrant Battle. Okay. And we also get 2 progress points, or training points, I should say. So now we are going to get health. Let's get health, going up to 6. And let's get Chrono Trigger. I want to get this one early on. What's cool is we would roll this. 2 is not a good result. 3 is okay. But let's say we get 4. All right. It goes into our locked. At the start of the round, we deal 1 damage to the weakest baddie. All right. So once it hits round 4, which is, this says 4. Once it hits the round that this number says, we exhaust this and we deal a slightly more powerful attack. In that case, we would deal half rounded up. But if we can keep the round from getting there, let's say we end the battle at round 3, it doesn't even get to 4. We just keep this in the lock slot. It now continues battle to battle. So very powerful, very powerful. Chrono Buffer is for buff HP, and then Chrono Seer is for bones. Okay, so we got the 2, we got Chrono Trigger, and we got a health. Let's scout. We got a 3, 1 pointer. Stench 2 and Careless. 2 initiative, 5 health. We're going to go to day 3. Stench can really be a pain. He's got 5 health. Probably definitely going to go before him. So we could try to take him out. He is melee. Let's keep him on top. Let's keep him on top. I've seen worse. Oh, I've seen worse. All right, let's go to day 3. Day 2 success. It's always a huge achievement. It's always a huge achievement. No joke, man. I had a playthrough, I think it was with Gilly. It was with Nugget. And I think I lost day 2. I think I even played as Gilly one time. I lost day 2 a bunch of times. I restarted. It was terrible, man. With the Nugget playthrough, it went so bad. I even did a round 2. I restarted the whole thing on the following Saturday. It was bad, dude. Bones can wreck you, man. Bones can wreck you. Love his skill so far. He might be a new favorite. Yeah, dude. And he's ranged too. So he can just sit back. I think he would be a lot of fun in a group. A lot of fun. You're just sitting back. The Chrono Seer gives Bones to the weakest gear lock. So you're just pumping their backup plans with Bones, giving him buff HP. He's only got 3 lock slots. These Theoretician things are super strong as well. They can stun enemies and stuff like that, or baddies. And again, if you can just keep the round from even getting there, you can keep re-triggering these things in lock slots. It's a lot of fun if it goes off. Okay, and then his 5, his Be Kind Rewind, I'm telling you, we are going to use it at least once. It is strong. It is strong. Take Static and someone else against Rock and Roll. Okay. Try out Gale, man. Gale looks super interesting as well. I think she's got those, what are they called? Like they're powerful skills. I forget what they call it. Major skills. I think they're major skills. And they can bump up, like a buff, the skill path, that they're from. So she seems pretty strong as well. Carcass looks like a little too complex for me. At first, maybe Figment might go well with Static. Figment might go well. He seems like a really good support. Carcass, you're going to need to play with him. He clicked for me probably in the second time I played as him. First time I was like, man, I cannot get this to work. Once it gets going and you understand that cycle, he's a lot of fun. Of course, it just didn't go well for me last night. Gale does look cool. He seems fun to support, absolutely. Okay, so let's read this. Split an image. They say diamonds are formed under extreme pressure, and maybe I've stumbled into some grotesque display of the same concept. Beset by what I thought was a lone marauder, I struck against them, only for the creature to split into 2. Some foul nobulous experimentation or strange kobold Shinnery has melded multiple monsters into one form. I need to finish this fight, but I must be cautious as to how I go about it. I don't see any additional beings roiling under the surface of either of these foes, but that may not mean anything. It could be that both of these newly split creatures contain multitudes, and I don't mean that philosophically. Okay, so 1 combat, 1 H. Oh, we got this one last time, right? Oh no, we didn't. We got the giant baby right last time. I feel a duplication sensation. This is really going to help us, I think, with being on day 3. So 1 point baddie. This baddie's HP stat is equal to the current day. So 3 HP. Oh, good. That's going to be this guy. I did play with this one before. Baddies with more than 2 HP cannot lose HP. At the end of any turn in which a baddie with more than 2 HP would have lost HP from attack or skill dice, remove half of that baddie's HP, round it down, and place it on the closest available position. Draw a 1 point baddie from the active stacks and place it on top of this HP stack. Give it the lowest available lane marker if possible and place the associated initiative die at the bottom of the initiative meter. Baddies without lane markers take their turn at the end of the round in the order of the Gearlock's choice. Yeah, some of these encounters are crazy, man. They're crazy. Rereading a few times. Okay, so 1 point baddie. This baddie's HP stat is equal to the current day. It is day 3. 2 here. Okay. So he's going to go in his normal position. At the end of any turn in which a baddie with more than 2 HP would have lost HP from attack or skill dice, remove half of it, rounded down. So he's only going to remove 1. And place it on the closest available position. Draw 1 point. I'm assuming it'd be any one of these. Okay, so we're going to start all the way over here, right? Okay, so let's roll. We got a 6. We are not going to manipulate it. We're definitely going to get this going as soon as possible. Okay, so we can't lose HP at the end of any turn. So if we attack him, he would have taken damage. After that turn, we remove 1, place it on the closest position, take the 1 point baddie from the active stacks and place it on top of this HP stack. Give it the lowest available lane marker. Okay. Place the initiative die at the bottom of the initiative meter. Okay. Well, let's just start and then we'll go from there. So we got 3 decks. We do want to... Yep, day 3, we're going to bump up decks this time. And it was going to be defense, so we can start playing around with some other stuff now that we already have the defense. Okay, so we are going to get this... We want to get this going for future battles as well. We don't want to use this yet because he can't lose this HP, so I think we're just going to try to do this. Yeah, and then if we get one, hopefully this would even be a bone. We can start charging up, maybe get our fortunate discovery. So let's do this. Oh, perfect. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Is this the highest? It is the highest. Oh, blah, blah. Okay, bone. Perfect. We dealt 2. He doesn't lose that. Backup plan, we are going to charge up and we want to... If we want to do Be Kind Rewind for some reason, we want to choose some attack dice. And now we have 2 for Time Blip. We can keep the rounds down for only 2 bones. That is sick. So hopefully we never let future battles even get to round 5, and we could just keep pinging the lowest, the weakest baddie for 1. Okay, so at the end of any turn, he removes 1, right? Remove half of the baddie's HP, round it down, and place it on the closest available position. So we're going to just swap this with the purple. And we're going to place a 1 point baddie on top of it. Place their initiative at the bottom. Place it on the closest available position. Draw a 1-point baddie from the active stacks and place it on top of this HP stack. Give it the lowest available lane marker. I'm assuming it means 2. And place the associated initiative die at the bottom of the initiative meter. Would he stay here? It says, it doesn't say to move them. It just says to give them the lowest initiative or the lowest lane marker. So I guess we're just going to keep it here. We'll see. We'll see. I'm assuming so. Okay. All right. And now that baddies with more than 2 HP cannot lose health. So now he has 2. He can lose that. Okay. So that was our turn. He's going. 1, 2. He's rolling. Got to defend. He's going. 1, 2. No defense. Start of round. Pinging the lowest baddie, the weakest baddie for 1. That's him. He did have stench. So he comes in, stench right here. Deals 2 damage. Is it true or such as place all units adjacent to true damage? Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. And that's that. That is that, baby. That is that. Thoughts on the best gear lock deal? Oh, man, I don't know, Matt. I got to play with all the other ones first. Helps when you don't roll 2s. So, yeah, on the baddie attack dice. Yeah. Carcass first down. Yeah, dude, I did not have the best. And what really sucked, too, is we got an awful encounter for Carcass. When we defeated the baddies, they turned into permanent rock, so we couldn't even get them on the meat hooks. Man, it just, that whole playthrough, some stuff. But we were able to show off some cool stuff. Some situations that I thought we just couldn't dig out of. I thought we put up a good fight with some things. So, played Polaris today. She was incredibly fun. I went in with no expectations. Yeah, Polaris, I don't know what to think about her right now, but too easy, I know, man. But I'm excited. What's up, Brad? How's it going, man? Okay, so we got we did that. This is locked now on 5. This is going to be really cool. This is going to be really helpful. And we didn't lose any HP. We can scout. Okay, so let's get our rewards. Okay, we get a loot. We get a progress point. And we got recyclables. Single use. Choose any loot from the loot discard pile and add it to your loot area. I actually really like this one because I've gotten some healing loot before. Used it. Gotten it back with this card. Really helpful. The problem is Roll does have an ability on her die. This ticket symbol. She will make you discard a loot. However, she's got the merch symbol. She gives you a loot. So I don't mind Roll's die. Even a rocks die isn't too scary. There's no like super immediate effect that is gonna hurt you in some way. Okay, we need the progress points, or the training points I should say, so we are gonna get another dex. We're at 4. I like it. And then we were going to get defense this day, but maybe Schism and health. Schism is cool. Schism deals the amount of damage. Yeah, this is Schism. The amount of damage, or whatever this number is, this much damage to every baddie that's above you in the initiative meter. To every baddie. Super powerful. So that's why at the start of battles, you might want to go down. Plus time jump is going to allow you to go down as well. So there are ways that you can go down in the initiative meter during battle and then deal Schism. A lot of fun. So I think we're going to get this. Health is okay. We'll get it next time on day 4. Okay, and we're ready to rock and row. So let's go to day. Oh, we got a scout. We are at 4 HP. We got a 4. We're gonna go to day 4. Still 1 point. Lava flow, 3 HP, 1 attack, 1 defense. I don't mind the lava flow guys at all. I don't mind the lava flow. They've been okay. The biggest pain in the butt has been Swordbreaker. Reach has been a problem. Brimstone with range baddies. I don't mind that either. Sorry, with ranged gear locks. I don't mind that. But Swordbreaker, there is a ranged Swordbreaker with like 3 health, and it could just be a problem getting to him to deal damage. So he's just making you exhaust attack dice. It could be a problem. Okay, let's go to day 4. Let's see. Get rid of Vicious Cycle. Don't know if that will be handy with such a short Tyrant. Look for new loot. Yeah, I want to scout though. Yeah, Vicious Cycle, especially with... Yeah, maybe let's try to do it on the next day. Let's try to do it on the next day. At times she felt like Boomer, but with a little more strategy. It was clearing maps with 1 move after getting my orbs going. Oh, dude, that's sick. All right, you got me excited, Brian. Or Brad, sorry. Okay, let's go to the next one. All right, it is a Tyrant encounter. Creative differences. Sometimes one wonders if rock and roll might finish each other off before this adventure reaches its destination. The troll siblings have been fighting for years. With their foray to retrieve the great machine parts, only a brief integrum in their typical regimen of horror. If they don't end each other, they may prematurely end this quest. The journey has just been interrupted by what looks like a rolling, earth-shaking brawl between the brother and sister. And if due care is not taken, the primary casualty might be Gearlock in nature. Are the orbs, do you always have the orbs, Brad? Or do you have to like acquire the orbs and then set them in certain spots? Is she complex? Have you played Carcass, right? Compare her to Carcass in terms of complexity if you can. I don't even want to, I'm not even going to say anything, John. I feel like I've jinxed stuff before. But yes, I'd have to agree. Okay, so hello, goodbye. Only 1. This is a combat. Baddie points, add roll to the top of the build queue. All baddies consider roll to be an opposing unit. Baddies and party members oppose each other as normal. At the end of the second round, add rock to the bottom of the build queue. When rock enters the battle mat, remove roll if not already defeated. Encounter success is achieved when all non-tyrant baddies are defeated. So this might be, it's going to be a little tricky. There's going to be 4 on at the same time, but roll is only rolling 2 attack dice, 1 defense. So not as big of a deal. Plus we have this. And all baddies consider roll to be an opposing unit. So what worked out for me last time, at the end of second round, add rock to the bottom of the build queue. And then rock would enter in day 3, or round 3. I'm going to try to prevent that from happening and just keep roll on the board, having the other baddies target her instead while I take out the other baddies. That's what I'm going to try. They come out with certain dice. You start with 1 die, and you can unexhaust them to get more out. Oof. All right. Brad, have you played with Static yet? I'm wondering who to play next. I mean, they all look like fun. Okay, so baddie points, add roll to the top of the build queue. So let's do this first. So we got 4 points. Sounds like my wife's home. So dog's going to be barking a little bit. Okay, so add roll. Add roll to the top of the build queue. There's roll. That is roll. Yep. Okay, so let's put them out 8 HP, 3 initiative. Okay, this guy's coming on 3 health. 1, 2, 3. 3 initiative, lava flow. So let's turn this. Let's use our new ways that we mark it. Let's get this 4 HP. Frenzy, I hate this guy. There's always like a nemesis, right? And this guy, these frenzy guys have been my nemesis. And Swordbreaker. But he's not ranged, so that's good. He's got 4 health. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 3. It's coming here. She's pretty complex. I would put her similar to Carcass as far as stuff to consider and rules to possibly get wrong. Okay, okay. All right. Okay. Just throw their gear luck chips into a bag and pull them out to see who to play. Ah, that's it. Yeah, or just roll a die or something. Yeah, that's a good idea, dude. Okay, so we got her die here, and crowd surf. She is gonna her movement. She can move as many times as she wants to. She's gonna move to a rock position adjacent to the strongest opposing unit. And she can go over top of other units. And as she does, she deals a damage to them. So we can kind of set this up. All of these baddies, these 3, they oppose her. So they can target her if they are adjacent. She will not target them. She's only going to target me. And then she's got star power. She can only lose health from other troll baddies. There are no troll baddies out on the board, which is very unfortunate. Lava or fatigue. So it looks like we're not going to be able to take her down at all. So we're just going to be trying to just deal with these guys. And it looks like, I mean, this is going to take effect. So this is the weakest right now. Let's see what we get. We got a 6. Okay. We do got Schism. Is there a way that we can start further down? And then maybe we do time jump to go 1 more and deal Schism to all those guys. Or we can wait. Maybe try to take this guy out first. So then there's 1 less and then we can do Schism. We can try to line it up that way. What do we want to do here? I think we still start at the top. If we start down here, I'm just laughing at my dog. If we start down here, he's gonna go first. 1, 2. Oh no, he's opposing. Yeah, so he's actually gonna attack rock. Or sorry, roll. But he's not going to be able to deal any damage. Hey.
Sorry, I let him out so he wouldn't make all.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sure. You want to take it right here?
I'm not going to be in there.
Huh?
I don't want to be on.
You're not. The camera's pointing at me. You're good. You can take it.
Can you just hand it to me?
It's not. It's not on camera.
Something that was sweet.
No, you don't. Stop it. Stop it.
Yes,
Hey, you're not on camera. I promise you.
I don't.
You're not on camera. Go ahead.
Oh my god, what if all this water just dumped all over it?
That would be terrible. That would be terrible.
I would just leave and never return.
Okay. So if we do this, he's not going to move. He can't deal any damage, but he's going to stay there. Right? Then they're going to go. He's going to try to get adjacent to me. Now, shortest possible path. We could do 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We could do that. Just have him go over top of all these guys. It's the same either way, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Because he's going to try to get adjacent to me. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. We could just do something like that. Right? Static was great. I think I put him as my... Oh, yeah. That's right. I think you mentioned that before. Felt like a ninja at times. Oh, dude. At one point, I like jumped over one guy and then killed two other with static charges. Oh, dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, Brad. I might have to do static next. Once I get all the gear locks down, I will be doing that. So I don't always pair up good teams and go total random. I gotcha. Yeah, but I like that, right? Mix it up, keep it fresh. I need to play he and Polaris again to see my favorite. Right now, I lean to Static, then Polaris, Figment, Carcass, and Gale. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I think we do this. And then once he's here, or rolls here, she'll attack me for 2. Then what can I do? So she'll be here. They'll target roll, so we won't have to worry about. Okay, I think that's what we do. Yeah, let's just start this. Let's just see what happens. I can't plan out the whole entire battle, so I think. All right, so let's do a start around weakest baddie with this. Let's go as Figment. So we have 4 decks. We're not going to do Time Jump or Schism yet. I think instead we just do one of these numbers right here. Start getting our bones and some defense. We're going to target. And again, our whole goal, all we have to do is defeat these baddies, right? Swordbreaker is a pain, but we might not have to deal with him yet. And we could just let this take him out. Or do I just say, stop messing around? Yeah, let's go with this guy. Let's try to take him out. All right, so we got some good defense. We only deal 1 damage. That's okay. He's going to be taken out with Chrono Trigger next time. And we got a bone, and we do charge. We do charge. And that is our turn. He is going to go. Again, he is opposing. All baddies consider roll to be an opposing unit. So he's going to attack, but he's not going to be able to deal damage. He did get a 2 defense, which sucks. Okay. Roll is going to go. So she is going to try to get to the strongest opposing. This is based on hers. This is Crowd Surf that she has. For Roll's movement, she moves as many positions as possible, taking the shortest route possible to an available rock position adjacent to the strongest opposing unit, which is me. And I'm thinking that she would still do this even if she's adjacent to an opposing unit. Like the Crowd Surf, she's like surfing on the top of the people at like a rock concert, trying to get to the the strongest force, which would be the band, I guess you would say. So she's trying to get to the gear lock, or the strongest opposing unit, I guess, something like that. So I'm gonna say she would still move, I think. Yeah, why else would she go over top? Why else would it say she moves? Roll can move through other units. Why else would that be if she's already adjacent to, I guess, other units that she isn't opposing? Oh, she's not opposing them anyway. I'm getting confused with them opposing her, and it's a unique situation. Yeah, so she's not opposing them anyway. So yeah, she's got to move. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna have her do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Adjacent to me, all these guys are dealt a damage. Defeated. Okay. And each unit she moves through is dealt 1 damage. If there are no available rock positions adjacent to the strongest opposing unit, roll does not move. Okay, so now she's going to attack me. 2, 1, and her Tyrant die. She only dealt 1. Nice. 2 bones. Okay, and she got this. This makes her, until the start of Roll's next turn, Gearlock's backup plan costs an additional bone. Place this die on Roll as a reminder. Okay. Alright, so let's keep this here. So our backup plan costs an additional. So in order to use Time Jump so Rock doesn't come on, we'll need 3 bones this time. Alright, so that was her turn. He's out. He's going. He is opposing her, so he's going to move 1. He's rolling 2. Can apply. She can't lose health only by other trolls, fatigue, and lava. Okay, so going back to round 2, weakest baddie per our chrono trigger. We are going... I think we definitely want to take this guy out, right? And then maybe do time jump. I think we do this. 2 attack, we already have a defense, which is good. Time jump, we can deal damage to this guy. And we are going to attack this guy. Yeah, okay. So we're aiming for this guy. Okay, so we got the defense. We got the 2. Dealing it to him. He's dead. And we do have a time jump of 1, so we could just take his die, put it here. He's not going to go. It's only going to deal 1 damage to him, though. We didn't get any bones, so we can't alter the rounds. But if we also... if we switch his die... If we switch his die... He's going to lose his defense, and then at the start of round 3, he's going to take 1, so he'll go down to 3. Can you make the baddie move onto the lava to attack roll? Yes. Yes. Yes, you can. It doesn't say anything in the book about that. I double checked. It doesn't say like the baddies would avoid lava. It doesn't mention that at all. So yes, you absolutely can. Yeah, so that's actually a good point. So let's not skip his turn. We're just going to have him go right here. The problem is rock is going to come on. And we can't use this because our backup plan costs more. Or else we would do time blip, go back to 1. Yes, either way, we'll have him come onto lava. And then maybe on our turn, because roll is going to go away, we can just move up here, keeping him on lava. I think that's the play. Okay, so we can't do anything else, right? That was our turn. Yeah, we're not going to slot this, right? Because if we slot this... he's not going to move there. Then roll's going to go off. Rock's going to come on, and they don't oppose each other. Rock's like leading the charge, leading the band. So let's not do this. He's going to go 1, 2, right there. 1. We're just going to roll just because he's got frenzy. He would deal 2. And then roll is going to go. We have to discard a loot. We got Vicious Cycle. 1, and we deals 2 to us. Okay, now, at the end of the second round, add rock. Oh, shit. Dude, this always happens, man. I think part of this is like it's dark. It's a little bit harder for me to see. God damn it. Oh, God damn it. I guess we'll put them both on at the same time. Who is the next one to go? God, this always happens, dude. This always happens. Where did this guy go? Who was the last one? It was this sword breaker, right? He was in the yellow, I think. No, not the yellow. He was in green. So let's say he comes on here. I think he came on in round 2. Is that right? What's up, Matt? Let's see. I won't be able to play this one without thinking about my kids saying the floor is lava. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man. Shit. All right. Well, I missed this, of course. Of course I did. Where the hell did he go? I guess we could just say he comes on now, but I might have targeted him. It does make a difference. Did I kill anybody in round 1? Did I kill that guy in round 1? I have no clue. He's ranged anyway, so he wouldn't have moved, but he is rolling. Oh, and he's not going to attack me because he's attacking the strongest. I guess let's just put him here. I don't know. Let's just put him here. What do you mean, Matt? Okay, so let's say he attacks. It's not going to change anything anyway. He's targeting the strongest, which is still roll. To, let's say we remove the defense at least. Okay. Now, rock's going to come on. Okay, add rock to the bottom of the build queue. When rock enters the battle mat, so we'll say he's coming on purple, 8 health. Try to go onto purple, cannot. So he's going to go onto yellow here. 8 health. He is a tyrant, so he's going to come on to the top. And roll is going to go away. Roll is going to run away. Remove roll if not already defeated. Okay, all right. Let's go to day 3, right? Let's go to day 3. And this guy lost a true damage from the lava. Okay, so start of round, we deal 1 to the weakest for this. On day 3, we got to get this switched back, but we still have some time. Rock's going to go 1, 2... 1, 2. He's got hard rock, so at the start of his turn, any position that he's on that's lava, he would turn to rock, and then he's got the recover 2, so he heals up 2 health, up to max. And then he's got this die, we'll talk about this die in a second. 2 bones, nice. This one here, every position that is currently occupied by roll or a gearlock becomes lava. Let's see, always keep the build queue at the bottom of the initiative meter so I don't forget to add them. Yeah, and you know what? I usually do that with Undertows. It was at the top, and I kept it right there. And that's how I always played. Like once I got Undertow, I never played with the original mat anymore. And you're right, that's why I always kept them up there, because it was right at the end of that. Yeah, so that's actually a good point. Let's start putting them down here. Riffle, yeah, Riffle is a lot of fun. What's up, dog? How's it going, man? Love one, still waiting on my copy. Hopefully you get it soon, man. Yeah, Mike's got a lot of stuff coming, man. I will say, guys, if you haven't yet, please click the like button. It seriously helps out the channel, helps out the video. I do truly appreciate it. And thank you again, everybody, for stopping by, spending your Friday here with me. Appreciate it. Okay, so he went no defense. This turned to lava. We have this die on here. Okay, so let's go for us. So I think we're definitely... If we move here, we want to move off of lava anyway. So maybe we move here. He stays on lava. His other side is it deals an additional true damage. So instead of 1 true damage, the lava would deal 2 true damage. So I was hoping he'd get that, and while he was on there. So our turn, I think we move up. We would have 3 decks left. We do time jump. We already have a defense. Oh, and we do... Yeah, and maybe Schism. Maybe we just do this right here. Yeah, okay. Let's move up 1. We have 3 decks left. Time jump, Schism, and attack. Yep, and we are targeting him. I think that's fine. Whew. Ooh, okay. So we dealt the attack, gets rid of the shield. We move him all the way to the top. And we deal 2 damage to him. 1, 2. And Schism deals 2 damage to every baddie above us in the initiative meter. And that is going to be him. And it even is Rock here. It's good, man. I'm telling you, if you can line it up like that, it is really nice. That is our turn. We are going to, just in case. Yeah, we're going to do time blip, taking this back to 2. Okay, that was our turn. He's going. He's rolling 2 against us. 2 bones. And he's got eruption, so that's going to turn our spot after he's done to lava. Okay, round 3. Start of round. Deal 1 to the weakest baddie. And that is a wrap. That is a wrap. And that was encounter success is achieved when all non-tyrant baddies are defeated. Yes, yes. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, that was sweet. That was sweet. Telling you, man. A lot of fun. What's cool is, too, is that even if you roll these and let's say they become bones and you slot them in here, if you do Be Kind Rewind, you re-roll all the dice in here. So you could do it then, have just a massive turn dealing a lot of damage based on the initiative meter. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so we get a progress. We get a loot. We got Gale Force Winds. Single use at the start of any round. Move all ranged baddies to the bottom of the initiative meter, maintaining their relative order to each other. Okay. And we get 2 progress points. So we want... Where are we at here? This is day 4. We already have Schism. I think we get health going up to 7. And then we also get either Warp or Waypoint. Warp is going to allow us to increase or decrease the round counter by up to a certain number. So even if we don't get bones, we could roll this then. And next day we'll get Dex. I could just get Warp and Waypoint next time. Maybe go up to 5 Dex. But the Warp, I mean, that could really be helpful. But for 2 bones, it's not terrible. But maybe I could use that instead of using my bones to try to get my Fortunate Discovery. Or I get another Dex. Maybe I get Dex. Maybe I get Dex. Let's get Warp. Let's get Dex. Let's get Dex. Okay, let's go to... What's our health? No way. We're at full HP. Yeah, he rolled 2 bones. That eruption guy, he rolled 2 bones. So we're at full HP. 5. We're going to search a 5. Recover 1. Taunt. 5 health. 3 initiative. 3 attack. 1 defense. If the encounter doesn't change this at all, I'm not worried about this guy. The recover 1 can be annoying, but he is melee. Let's keep him on top. Let's keep him on top. Good job, Smithers. Good job, Smithers. Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah, John, you're definitely on point with the references. I like it. I like it. Past few streams, I feel like a few have been busted out. Right, Braveheart, Die Hard. Really nice. That's awesome, man. Okay, we'll keep him on top. Let's go to 5. And I think we can put this back. Start of any round, move all baddies to the bottom of the initiative meter. So that could be cool, fun. We could do some cool stuff. Yeah. Okay. All right, so let's go. We are on day 5, right? Everything looks good. Okay. Indiana Bones and the Doomed Temple. Speaking of references, this place is a death trap, literally, peering out from behind a stone column. I see a group of baddies laboring over a large, squared-off lava pit, one that seems to have been carved for the contraption arrayed over it. The device appears to be a cage that can be lowered via crane into the lava, a perfect device for the grisly public execution of an adventuring gearlock. That thing belongs in a museum for torture devices, not in modern, civilized society. If I'm being honest, the scene before me gives me the willies, but someone's got to put a stop to it. And if not me, who? If I leave this behind and it harms some other gearlock seeking fortune and glory, maybe Carcass. Carcass, last night, Carcass definitely would have been caught in this thing. I would feel like my heart was ripped from my chest. Okay, we have 2 here, both combat. It's time to whip this place into shape. Baddie points, nice. Before battle, the 4 center positions of the battle mat become lava. No other positions may become lava, and lava deals +1 true damage. After the gearlock deals at least 2 damage to an adjacent baddie, they may move the baddie to any available lava position. Each melee baddie without a backup plan gains heave. This unit's target is placed on any available lane position. So it has, for 1 bone, it has heave. This unit's target is placed on any available lava position. Okay, so before, I think we're going to do that one. The other one is shaky ground. Baddie points, the gearlock is immune to lava. But with this 1 baddie, I think we're going to do that. We get an extra training point. Oh, we get 2 loot from this. Yeah, let's do the top one. Thank you, Doug. Yeah, this was from the bundle in Chip Theory Games. Comes with the, it's this nice Too Many Bones mug. Put it in the camera close up. Let's see if I can do this real quick. Yeah, so we got the mug, nice, and then we got the, I got the Gearlock coasters. Right now we're rocking patches on his innate side, not the innate +1. Yesterday we were using Tantrum on his innate +1. I might have to start keeping track of whatever coaster we're using if we win or how it goes. Look at the stats on coasters. But yeah, the coffee is really good as well. I'm drinking the Obendark blend. I do like the Liquid Life a little bit better, but I've been just going through that like crazy, so we're going to try to use some of the Obendark blend. Let's see. Okay, so let's go with this one. Before battle, the 4 center positions become lava. So we got 4 of these bad boys. Okay. No other positions may become lava, and lava deals +1 true damage. After the gearlock deals at least 2 damage to an adjacent baddie, they may move that baddie to any available lava position. Okay, so he's going to come on. Lucky guy starting over here on blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 initiative. I know, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, John. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we're gonna have to keep track of all the stats of that. Get the coaster build ready. Start jotting down some notes for a little coaster build. Okay. All right, so he has each melee baddie, and he is melee, without a backup plan skill gains heave. He does have a backup plan skill. I'm actually going to take this off. I feel like at times it might be getting a little blurry. Let's take this off. Might help a little bit. So he does have a backup plan skill, which is nice. He's got taunt, so he can, says each melee baddie without a backup plan, okay, gains heave. Okay, nice. All right. 2, not a problem. We could re-roll. We're not going to because we could just pop ourselves up 1. That's his innate. crazy, man. Crazy good. So yeah, we'll obviously start here, right? And I think we're ready to go. Lava deals +1 true damage. Are we missing anything else? There's no shaky ground, no darkness. And he doesn't have heave. And it's just regular old baddie points. Okay. So we're going to go. Yeah, so we're going to do time jumps. Oh, before we do that, we got Chrono Trigger. He does have Recover 1. So let's do time jump and Schism. Let's do 2 attack dice and 1 defense. We have 5 decks now. We could one-shot him right here. Okay, so we dealt 3 damage to him. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah. Time jump. Move him up here. Deal 2 damage. Easy. 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 Jesus, Matt. Matt, what is going on, dude? No, you don't want to do that, man. I feel like you're messing with me. Yeah, you don't want to do that, Matt. Let's take it easy, brother. What's up, Greg? How's it going, brother? Greg, I'm so glad you joined for this one. We're doing a lot better. A lot better. And we're at max HP too. That was pretty simple. For that, we get a loot. Trove convert. Oh yeah, we get 2 loot. Trove converter and fortunate discovery. And we get 2 training points, and we do get a progress point. All right, let's talk Trove converter. Kaboom! Yeah, baby. Looks like some power creep. Yeah, but Mike, this is just how Bones goes sometimes, man. Carcass easily, I'm telling you straight up, Carcass easily could have looked like power creep. I've had games like that where I've been having 3 baddies on meat hooks. I've had 4 recipes cooked with healing. I have a 6 HP baddie on a healing recipe that I could heal 6 HP by just using that recipe. And if it was an orc type baddie, you get a +1. So 7 HP healing, prolonging the battle, 3 attack dice. I'm wiping the floor with some guys. It's just how it goes sometimes. But this stuff can be strong. I mean, for Schism, 2 damage to the entire everybody above you, it can be strong. Riffle was broken to these locks the same way. I guess it just depends on how it goes, man. This easily could have looked like, he was weak as hell. It's just going pretty well right now. But he does feel pretty good. Like, he doesn't feel weak by any means. Okay, so Trove Converter. Choose an unopened Trove loot in your loot area. Deal damage to any non-tyrant baddie equal to its lever value. Heal yourself for HP equal to its trip value. Move any number of positions up to its force value. Then discard the chosen Trove loot. Really good. And Fortunate Discovery. Gotta love this one. Consumable die. At the start of any round. Now, I do think the Flash Rewind, that is super strong. And he does have, I'm telling you, his 5 backup plan. It's no joke, man. It's no joke. Being able to roll all of those dice and then applying them, it's really powerful. And Kobold Claw dealing, I believe dealing true damage to any baddie above you on the initiative meter. He's definitely strong. I think he'd be a lot of fun as support. Okay. We need to get our progress points, right? We didn't get our progress points. So we are going to get Warp, I believe, and Waypoint. Warp and Waypoint. Okay, so Warp, again, is going to be able to increase or decrease the round counter by whatever the number comes up as. And Waypoint is move your initiative down by a maximum of number of spots in the initiative meter. Turn order continues from your new spot. So that's one of the things about the schism. Like if you're going first and maybe let's say there's a lot of weak baddies out there, you want to just get down even further, use waypoint, and then time jump, you can even go down further. So that's a way to get down like really fast on the initiative meter to then perform a powerful schism. So that's why we're going to get waypoint here. Plus it can skip a baddie's turn. Maybe we're in fatigue. You know, we don't want to be taking 2 or 3 attack dice to the face. Instead, we just skip their turn. Fatigue might take them out. Something like that. Okay. Man, and this we got lucky with this too. We got lucky with this. The claw. The claw. Yeah, man. Okay. And so we got our 2 progress point or training points. We are going to day 6. We have one more day until we have to face rock and roll. And for this, we're going to get borrowed time. This one right here. And another dex. Oh, no, we already got the dex. We'll get phase ghost. Maybe we'll get phase ghost. Okay. We are at max HP, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want to scout. I do want to scout. We got a 5. Let's do a 5-pointer. Swordbreaker and raiding. He is melee, 6 health. This is and he's moving diagonal. This is a mean dude right here. 3 attack, 2 defense. Raiding. There's only going to be one other baddie that comes on, but if it's an orc, 4 attack dice is rough. 6 health, 2 defense, and swordbreaker. He's going to the back. He is going to the back. That is a 5, right? Yeah. He's going to the back. Okay, day 6. Let's do it. All right. Tic-Tac Foe. In addition to their desire for DeLorean domination, the Tyrants of the Break share something else in common, a twisted sense of humor. One of them has set up this bizarre display for the passing traveler, a gauntlet of enemies arrayed on a large game board that has been carved into the rocky ground. In order to pass, I must place the corpses of my enemies in some predetermined pattern. Oh, we got this one last time. I prefer not to satisfy this game master's penchant for cruelty, but traveling around this diversion would add considerably more time and hardship to my journey. So we got to make this shape, right? Top one is baddie points. At the start of any turn, the Gearlock may add a 1-point baddie to the bottom of the build queue. When a baddie is defeated, replace the rock lava chip in its position with the baddie face down. Treat this as rock that cannot become lava. So encounter success is achieved if there are at least 3 face-down baddies in an orthogonal or diagonal line when all baddies are defeated. Or the second one is flip the table. Baddie points. The Gearlock may target rock chips. If they deal 2 or more damage to a rock chip, it becomes lava. Encounter success is achieved if all baddies are defeated or there are 4 lava positions in an orthogonal or diagonal line. W, what's up, man? Figment is a beast. Yeah, man. We're doing pretty well with him right now. Look at it. We got Chrono Trigger locked in at 5. It's been putting in work, man. It's been fun. Showing up for the stream, brother. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, that's right, newborn baby. Congrats again, man. It's been awesome. Trying not to jinx though. Thank you, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Enjoy it, man. You know, they're gonna grow up one day, so enjoy this time, dude. Dump them, put them in the back. That's it, dude. That's it. That's it. John knows what's up. What's up, Bush? Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you all have a great day and start to what is hopefully a fantastic 3-day weekend. Andrew, I wish you the best of luck with this playthrough. Freddie, thank you so much. And to everybody, happy Father's Day. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend as well. Freddie, as always, great motivational force that you are. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Okay. And we went big. We went big a few times, Freddie. You'd be proud, man. You'd be proud, Freddie. We went big. Okay, so I think we're actually going to take the second one. That extra training point could be handy, but the Gearlock may target this. Getting them into position could be a problem. With Carcass, I wasn't as worried about it, just with 3 attack and 2 defense and with everything he was doing. But this was a really bad one for Carcass, because after we defeat them, they get turned into rock, replaced with the rock or lava chip gets replaced with that baddie chip, so we couldn't even get them to meat hooks. That actually really sucked. But instead, Gearlock may target rock chips. If they deal 2 or more damage to a rock chip, it becomes lava. Encounter success is achieved if all baddies are defeated or there are 4 lava positions. So we don't have to make a funny position with the lava chips. We just have to defeat all baddies. So I think we're just going to do that. There's no darkness or shaky ground, so nothing we have to really keep track of. I'm always proud of my man. Get him. That's what's up, dude. All right. So let's do that one. Let's do the bottom. And we did get the extra stat point from earlier, so we are all caught up in the build, which just means I don't think we're going to be able to get Phase Ghost, but it is what it is. Maybe we'll get Borrowed Time, or maybe we do just get Phase Ghost. We'll see. Okay, so let's choose the bottom one. Flip the table. So baddie points, we got a 5 and a 1 pointer. Let's start using this bottom position, right? Let's start getting used to this, putting them down here instead of up here like an undertow. Okay, so baddie points, let's do this now. Another sword breaker. This guy's ranged. 5 health. The good news is, though, about Figment, is one way to get around if all of your dice are broken or exhausted. Be Kind Rewind. With Charge Up, you can choose which dice go in here, and you just roll. Be Kind Rewind rolls all those dice. So it's a way to get around your broken attack dice. So he's coming on here. He's got 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's got 5 initiative. Ooh. Give me the other guy. Give me the other guy. 3 attack dice. Yeah. Okay. And 3. He's ranged as well. Flame Soak. Not too worried about him. There's not going to be any lava on the board, so that's where Flame Soak would come into play. 4 initiative. Only 1 attack die. Okay, so what else? Gearlock may target rock chips. Oh, that could be... Oh, they deal 2. If they deal 2 more damage, it becomes lava. Oh, you know what? Interesting. We could attack his chip, turning it into lava. Flame Soak says removes HP from a Gearlock, the closest Gearlock that's on a lava chip. If not, the closest baddie that's on a lava chip. Very interesting. So we could turn this into lava. Flame Soak is just, it removes HP. It doesn't deal damage. It just removes HP. And it can go above his HP stat. It can go above that. So, very interesting. I think we do that. Let's see where we're going to go. 3, we are going to reroll. 2, even worse. So we could go here and then just place him up top. Yeah, we'll do that. See, he's not... This isn't power creep, right? He's got a 1 and 2 on his initiative die. Okay. Now, we could also do this. We have Gale Force Winds. At the start of any round, move all ranged baddies to the bottom of the initiative meter. We'd have to use this on our turn, though. Okay. We don't have that 3. That 3 attack dice is going to be a little rough for us. This isn't going to matter, so we'll just place this back here. Yeah, so I think what we're going to try to do, we're going to target the lava chip. turning or target the rock chip, turning that to lava. So that just means, and he's not going to move because he's ranged. He's going to take a true damage, and flame soak is going to trigger on his turn. So that's going to be every turn. It's removing health. That's really nice. But we are going to eat this 3 attack dice and 1 defense, and we are going to have an attack dice exhausted. Oh, we got to deal 1 to the weakest baddie. God, this is just so nice, man. It's just so nice. All right, so he's targeting us. Oh my God, it's happening. We just lost 5 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're down to 2 health. Oh no. Oh my God. And we have an attack die that's exhausted. Oh no, dude. That was a rough one. That was rough. All right, our turn. Fortunate Discovery. Fortunate Discovery. Getting Flash Rewind. If we're KO'd, we instead come back with this amount of HP. It does have must use bone sides though, so it's not a guaranteed. Could also use this Gale Force Winds, which we are definitely going to use. At the start of any round, move all ranged baddies to the bottom of the initiative meter. Let's use this. So at the start of the round, they would go, so we would have another round before them. And we're also going to use recyclables. Choose any loot from the loot discard pile and add it to your loot area. Fortunate Discovery. Okay, I think this is it. I think this is it. This could potentially take him out as well. So I mean, what do we really look? Do we want to take him out? If Flame Soak, we want to be removing health from him. And we're attacking what? The rock chip. We're attacking the rock chip, so if we don't get this, yeah, we're targeting the rock chip. We only have 1 attack die because this is exhausted. If we take him out with this and possibly this, time jump. Take a baddie's initiative die that is either directly before or after yours in the initiative meter. Move its die to the top of the initiative meter and deal damage to that baddie. So it could still be him. But I guess if it's above you, you just move it to the top. It doesn't move anywhere, but it seems like that would still be fair play. So the question is, and we are going to get another turn before because we played that. It's just so I don't forget. So we definitely want to die. We want to roll this. If we deal 2 to the lava chip This hits him a lot, possibly takes him out, but it turns it to lava. And then we go before him again. I think that's okay. I think that's okay. And then we could always roll more defense later. And if he's taken out, this will start dealing damage to him. It's lava. I think that's the play. I think that's the play. And this does go into your lock slot. So if we don't have to use it this time, that's awesome. Okay, so we are targeting the rock chip. We're targeting the rock chip under him. Mandatory bones. That sucks. We did hit the rock chip. Could have been better. This definitely could have been better. Now we can't even... This is just going to deal 2 damage. We didn't get the time jump to remove him up there. That sucks. So what are we looking at? Just dealing 2 damage to him. Removes his shield. It is lava though, so he is going to do flame soak. We didn't get any defense though. Oh man. Oh no, dude. Are we dead? That one attack die could kill us. Oh no. Oh no. This was for the lava chip. This is going to hit him. If we can survive his next attack, we still might be in okay shape. Maybe. Yeah, I mean, let's just apply it, right? Let's just apply it. 1, 2. We are not going to slot this. And we are going to use charge up. Okay, we got to avoid this. We have to avoid this. Flame soak. Oh, okay. Now it goes to round 2. At the start of any round, move all ranged baddies to the bottom, maintaining their relative order. So it's our turn. So when he goes, but the lava is going to trigger at the end of his turn. Oh, man. Oh, this triggers weakest. Do I take him out? Yeah. They were tied, so I'm going to go after him. Alright, so this helps a little bit. So I definitely need defense. Time jump. And warp. Warp. No, not warp. Sorry. Waypoint. So waypoint, what we're going to try to do, if we get waypoints, if it lands on 2, we can move ourselves down 2 slots, and the round will take off from where we are. So then I'll start a new round. This will trigger again. We don't have to accept it either. Who are we targeting? We need some defense, that's for sure. We need some defense. we got to get rid of this 3 attack dice, right? We have to get rid of that. So we are, yeah, so we're targeting him. Okay, so we dealt the 2. All right, we deal the 2. He's gone. That's that. We got a bone. We got a defense. We now apply this one. We go down 1. Oh, yeah. So we go down, deal him 1 damage. And we are not going to slot that. Fortunate Discovery or Charge Up. Oh, are we still... Oh, man. Are we still dead? I think we're still dead. I think we're still dead. I guess maybe. We got the 1 defense. He can't roll a 2, right? He can't roll a 2. We are going to pop this. I'm getting confused. We're here. Yeah, it is our turn. Do I pop it for a Fortunate Discovery or do I do Charge Up? Now let's do Charge Up. Charge Up. Okay. Round 3. Start of the round. Boom. We have to dodge this. 1. Oh my god, dude. Okay. Yeah, this is all we can do, so we gotta hit him. But either way, round 4, he's gonna take a damage, so. Okay, so we got this. We are gonna pop this for Fortunate Discovery. And I guess since let's get the Cobalt Claw. Let's get Cobalt Claw. Havanis, what's up, dude? What is going on? Just saying hi. Can't hear you. Can't hear you. Got my speakers off, and it's like 6 a.m. in Europe. Oh, no worries, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'll just give you a thumbs up. I'll give you a thumbs up, bro. Okay, we got him. We got him. We dealt the attack. That was a close call. That was a close call. 1 HP left. Ooh, that was cool, man. If we would have failed that, that would have been okay. Yeah. Okay. That would have been okay. We would have just missed out on 1 training point, but we were already ahead compared to what I was hoping for. So either way, good deal. Good deal. Okay, we already have the amount of progress points that we need. This is still locked in. Dude, getting this early on and having this locked in, especially like round 5, the max it can go, super helpful, man. It is super helpful. Plus, I mean, he just has, with 2 bones, he can just manipulate the round order. It's just, it can be very easy to, you know, keep it from getting to those, to rounds, you know, the higher rounds. All right, so we get a loot. What is over here? We got Thick Bandage. If you have lost HP this round, heal yourself for 4 HP. Otherwise, heal yourself for 2 HP. Okay. All right, and we also get a training point. So borrowed, it's either between Borrowed Time or Phase Ghost. I could be convinced to get another health. or even another attack. We already went through the Swordbreaker guys. Plus, when you build out the build queue for Rock and Roll, it prefers you to get Trolls. And I don't think any of the Trolls have Sword Break. I could be wrong. But either way, we still have our backup plan here. This battle's tricky because it kind of has to line up. With Roll only being able to lose HP from Fatigue, Lava, and other Trolls, they will target her. But then with Rock, with his Recover too. So you want them to just be battling each other as much as possible, getting them down low before you come in with like a super powerful attack to take out Rock. It's kind of that kind of flow. At least that's what I've seen. So Phase Ghost could get us out of some tricky situations if we get cornered or something like that. Borrowed Time. Place up to a number of exhausted skill dice from the Time Skipper, which is our green line here. Profession into your backup plan on their bone side. And then again, remember, if we get Be Kind Rewind, those two that are bones, we could just reroll them and apply their effect. So it's not bad. But I haven't gotten that off too much. Maybe instead we do Phase Ghost. Or Health. Yeah. Good night so far. Yep. And we got to defeat them on this day. So, you know, even if we lose fast, we'll just retry. We'll do the director's cut. But, you know, we'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. What are we at? 2 hours, 6 minutes? Not bad. And that's with 50 minutes of wait time. So that's pretty good. All right, what do you think? I'll take your votes. Another Health going up to 8. Borrowed Time. So again, Borrowed Time is after we've used these. Say we've used Time, Jump, and Schism. Borrowed Time would say we can bring up this many, you know, if we roll a 3, this many dice from the Time Skipper that are exhausted, we would bring them back as bones. So then if we ever get Be Kind Rewind, we re-roll all these dice and then apply their effect again. So we could do that, or we get Phase Ghost, which Phase Ghost is, if we roll this success, it would come in with 1 HP, so we'd place him down. You know, we'd say he has 1 HP. As soon as he's placed, we can place him anywhere on the board. We would instantly switch. So it's pretty cool. So if you're in a tight jam, you know, you're cornered, place Phase Ghost over here, boom, swaps you out. It's a decoy for them to take out. You're out of harm's way now. We can't get the Phase Wraith, which would have, you know, 5 and 6 HP, but it can be a good get out of dodge. So I'll take the votes. Whatever you guys want to do, I'm game. For now, we're gonna do the recovery part. So let's get we get 7. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Yeah, man. What's up, Matt? Glad you made it back. Yeah. Yeah, Matt, we just had a super close call. We were down to 1 HP. It was sick, though. We used a bunch of loot, and our Chrono Trigger really came in clutch. So right now, we're trying to decide either to take an 8th health point, going up to 8, to do Borrowed Time. So after we use some of these dice and they become exhausted, Borrowed Time will allow us to bring those exhausted dice back into our backup plan as bones. So then once we do Be Kind Rewind, we re-roll all those doing their effect again. Or we do Phase Ghost, which if we do Phase Ghost, if we're in a jam, maybe say we're down here and surrounded, we can place Phase Ghost anywhere on the board, place them up here, and then we instantly swap with that position, getting us out of dodge, and this is a decoy. So I'll do one of those. I'll do one of those. Any thoughts? Any thoughts? HP is always helpful. We do have Thick Bandage here. It is a single use. If you have lost HP this round, heal yourself for 4 HP. So maybe we don't need health. We have this. And we can get, for Fortunate Discovery, a 4 bones. And we also do have a card. We can get our Flash Rewind. So if we're going to be KO'd, we instead come back with 2 HP. It goes away. Maybe we use Fortunate Discovery, get it back, and roll it again. Coming back with 3. We could do something like that. So maybe we don't need health. Nat who? Oh, man. You're something, Matt. You're something, bro. All I know is don't roll 2s. That's probably the greatest advice ever in Too Many Bones. So let's avoid health. We won't do health. I think maybe we get Phase Ghost. Amen, Matt. Yeah. I think maybe we get Phase Ghost. Maybe we have some fun. At the very least, the thing is, though, Rock is one of those tyrants. I think there was another tyrant in either Undertow or what, but he's one of those tyrants that you have to build up like this huge attack. And with only 2 attack dice, maybe we do attack dice. Maybe we try to train attack. You know, you might, because he's got that recover too, and he's rolling 2 defense. So it can be hard, especially with only 2, like I'm saying. So we might have to do this, you know, hit him with 1 big attack. You know, this hits him, Cobalt Claw. So we might have to do something all at once. Most fun, then let's do Phase Ghost. Phase Ghost is going to be most fun. Let's do that. Let's show it off. And plus, you know, yeah, we could show it off. I think that would be cool. Okay, so we have 7, right? We have our 7. That was our recovery. Okay, here we go. Rock and roll. Let's rock and roll, baby. Day 7. Okay, so let's take a look at this. There are 2 cards. And that's one thing I've been noticing. There are 2 cards for a few of these tyrants. And plus, like I mentioned before, it looks like they got away from baddie points. Party of 1 ignores this, like they had in the core game and Undertow. Instead, they're trying to make them, I feel like, a little bit more difficult, or at least make some aspects of them weaker. Like Domina, her tyrant die, she would actually target and deal damage to her scouts or other baddies. And then plus, like, their tyrant die isn't too scary. Rolls is a little bit more dirty, I feel like, because she can make you discard loot, but then she can also get you loot. So the tyrant dice aren't as scary, so it kind of balances out while you're still bringing on a certain amount of baddie points. Let's see, sounds like Be Kind Rewind. Well, you don't like the Phase Ghost, Matt? Come on, man. You don't like Phase Ghost? I love Phase Ghost. I think it's cool. Okay, and there is shaky ground, so I'm going to have to try to remember that. Okay, so let's read their card. Since childhood, troll siblings Rock and Roll shared a passion for banging heads in the pursuit of power. The death of troll ruler Nam offered a vacuum atop the troll hierarchy, and Rock and Roll teamed up using their brawling prowess to take control of the underground tribes. As the siblings' reign has continued, however, their jealousy has reared its ugly head, an ugliness only rivaled by the heads on the trolls' own bodies. Okay, so baddie points, we are at 7, so let's get that out. So we got a 5 and 2 1-pointers. 5 is on top. Let's put it down here. Trying to remember that. So we got the baddie points. Create the build queue. Oh yeah, that's right. Create the build queue using as many trolls as possible. It's not a troll. Let's go through the 5s. Not a troll. This is a troll. 1-pointer. That is a troll. Let's put him after. And that is not a troll. No. That is a troll there. So let's place it like this. You can try to just flip it. Just Okay, place rock on top of the build queue. Here's rock. And then place roll on top of the build queue. Here's roll. Okay. Before battle, the following positions become lava. And we'll try to remember this. And there is shaky ground in effect. All right. All right, so let's place them out and then we can talk about it. Okay, so let's place roll out. 8 HP. Three initiative. Rock is going to come on. 4 initiative. This guy. Reach. I hate reach, man. Confuse isn't going to be a problem for us because we have the same stat in both. I hate reach, man. 6 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 3 initiative. 3 attack dice. And we got break and careless. 4 health. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is going to take a little bit of planning. I've played against these guys a few times now, so I'm going to try to line it up a certain way. Again, roll's going to have crowd surf. If it goes over, anybody it goes over, it's going to deal a damage. And they all consider roll to be an opposing unit as well as us. And roll considers rock and myself to be an opposing unit. So roll isn't going to attack these guys, but they are going to attack her. So we want to try to line it up that roll is adjacent to them, plus them being trolls. Roll can lose HP by trolls, lava, and fatigue. So that's why I've had a slightly easier time having roll taken out just because of all these guys attacking her. But then rock has that recover 2 and 2 defense. So once he's left over, especially if I don't take out any of these guys, like this 3 attack dice, now they're all coming at me and I just can't do much against it, especially with 2 attack dice. So that is that. Let's see where we go. We got 6. Let's place it there for now. Let's talk about the rest of it real quick, and then I'll determine where I want to go in this. Okay, so all baddies, including rock, consider roll to be an opposing unit, and roll considers rock to be an opposing unit. Baddies and party members oppose each other as normal. All baddies must be defeated for encounter success, and it is shaky ground, so I'm going to have to remember. And shaky ground is only if a gear lock loses an HP, it turns to lava. Okay, and then we have the Tyrant skill. So we went over rolls a little bit, but crowd surf for rolls movement, she moves as many positions as possible, taking the shortest route possible to an available rock position adjacent to the strongest opposing unit. Roll can move through other units, and each unit she moves through is dealt 1 damage. If there are no available rock positions adjacent to the strongest opposing unit, roll does not move. Okay, so star power, roll can only lose HP from lava damage, fatigue, and damage dealt by troll baddies. And then she has her tyrant die, which we kind of talked about before. So we can either gain a merch, we'd have to lose a merch, or our backup plan becomes 1 bone more expensive. And then roll rocks, he has hard rock. At the start of rock's turn, his position becomes rock. And recover 2, rock gains 2 HP up to full at the start of his turn. The essence is being reported to the Dark Tower. Oh man. What are you drinking on right now, Matthew? What are you drinking on right now, brother? And then he has blast heat until the start of rock's next turn. Lava deals +1 true damage. Place this die on rock as a reminder. And face melter. Every position that is currently occupied by roll or a Gearlock becomes lava. You definitely keep it interesting, Matt. For sure, dude. Okay. I think we're good. We got shaky ground. Now, let's plan this out a little bit. Okay, so what I've been doing before is right now, rock is the strongest opposing unit to roll. So roll is going to move over to get him. He is going to go first, though. So right now, he is going to target the closest opposing unit. Right now, that's going to be me, right? So because he can reach me here. So if he moves 1, 2, he's going to attack me. Then roll is going to move. So roll is going to move to be adjacent to the closest to the strongest opposing unit. So that's still going to be rock. So we could have roll move 1, 2, dealing a damage here. Roll is also going to be adjacent, so by the time these guys come up, he's going to be rolling 3 attack dice against roll, and he can deal damage to roll because he is a troll. However, I'm noticing a problem. Reach. So reach is going to target the closest opposing unit that isn't already adjacent. At the start of this unit's turn, the closest opposing unit not already adjacent is placed on an available position adjacent to this unit, if possible. If an adjacent lava position is available, the opposing unit must be placed there. So, he is still targeting the strongest. So, at that time, so if I'm here, rock comes here, attacks me, roll comes here. Start of this guy's turn, reach is going to pull me because roll's already going to be adjacent. But roll will not have taken any damage by that time because he's targeting the strongest. So that will still be roll. So he will target roll with that 3 damage. And what's cool is this guy is the weakest, so start a round, he's going to take the damage, and he's break as well, and careless. I think that's the play. It is unfortunate. I guess we can be placed, because she'll move here, we can be placed here. So at least we can still run away a little bit. I think that's it. I think Matt had his head rock and roll. Yeah. I should have remembered the rocks. Oh, man. Okay. I think that's the play. That's the play. I kind of like that. And it puts us a little bit further out from rock. But again, rock is going to be super hard to take out, especially if roll isn't doing any damage to him. The cool part is if roll is here, like where our situation is set up, she is going to be adjacent to rock, and if rock hasn't taken any damage yet, roll is going to attack him. The next, yeah. But she will start to be confused by him, so she's only going to be rolling 1 attack and 2 defense. Okay. What happens if we start here? He still tries to come over. She comes over here. Oh, you know what? This might actually benefit us more. We won't take this. So he'll move 1, 2 to get to us. So he'll be here. Still moving to get to the closest, strongest unit. Still going to be rock. So she's still here. So that actually still puts us in the exact scenario, although we don't take this 2 damage. Or 2 attack dice. Yeah, okay. So let's stay here. Rock and roll. Okay, we got it planned out. So we're going to start right here. Okay, start of round. Chrono Trigger deals 1 to the weakest baddie. That is just I can't express. I mean, you guys know just how good that is to round 5. And when it exhausts on round 5, it deals. Let me tell you what it does. If it is the round number, so round 5, instead exhaust the die and deal damage to any baddie equal to half of the round rounded up. So 3 damage when it hits this. Very good. This is a very strong skill. Okay, so we dealt that. It is our turn. Okay, so who are we targeting? I think I want to start going for this guy. I want to start getting that guy down. We could also manipulate it. I don't think we do that. We can't use Cobalt Claw yet. So I think we do something like this. I don't want to do Time Jump to alter this at all because I want them to actually go and set up this scenario. So I don't want to alter the initiative track so then they don't do that. So I think I'm good here. Phase Ghost, no. I think I just stay right here and I attack this guy. Okay, at least we got that 2 damage. That's good. We got a defense. We got 2 bones. That's not bad. Use 1 for charge up. God, yeah, Figment is pretty strong, man. He is pretty strong. Chrono Trigger, the MVP of the night. I know, dude. I know. He is, I think he would be a lot of fun. And his skills aren't that complicated. I think he could be a decent one to start, like to have somebody play if they have a slight understanding of Too Many Bones. I think he'd be a really good one. You know, you have this locked in. He could be a great support character for sure. All right, we did our backup plan. We got that. We could get this now to get our flash rewind. We are going to want to get this at some point, but we could also do this for here. So let's just call that a turn. All right, Rock's going to go. He's targeting us. We're the closest right now. It's coming here. Okay, 2 bones. Nice, dude. Yes, no defense. This is going to turn our position to lava and Roll's position to lava. So we have 1. That's only going to trigger at the end of our turn, so not a problem yet. So that was him. Roll is going to go. So Roll is going after the strongest opposing unit. That is Rock. He's got 8 health compared to our 7. So 1, 2. That's how we move them. Whoever he goes over deals a damage. And now he is targeting, or sorry, Roll is targeting, she is targeting the strongest opposing unit. So not confused yet. So 2 attack dice, a defense, and hers. Really hoping to avoid the extra bones. I really want to loot. Alright, it is the bone. Backup plan is more expensive. Oh, she got 2 defense, but she did deal some serious damage to Rock. We might be going after Rock now. I want to take out... I'd prefer to take out Rock sooner than Roll. Because then if all these guys are still left, they can still keep pinging Roll. Oh my god, with the 4 Roll coming in hot, baby. It's down to 4. And we're going to go before him. Oh, snap. Can we take him out? Oh, and the Cobalt Claw. Can we take him out? Oh, this is sick. Because he didn't get any. He rolled 2 bones for his defense. And we're going to go before him. Oh, this could be absolutely sick. Okay, oh my god. And 3 dice. Oh, reach. I did say it's going to pull us. Because it's this closest opposing unit that's not already adjacent to it. And when it does reach, if there is a lava position, it is going to pull us to that position. And we'll switch these. I forgot she wasn't on lava anymore. Now we are on lava. Going after the strongest opposing unit, which is Roll. Oh, yes. Yes. Dealing 2 damage to Roll. Because he is a troll, and Roll can be damaged by trolls. And now Roll is confused. Okay. Now he is going to go. I guess at this point, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Yeah. So he's going to go after us. 1, 2. He's going to roll a bone. 1 defense. Okay. Round 2. Targeting the weakest baddie. They're both tied at 3. I want to take this guy out, right? He's rolling 3 attack dice. Roll can't heal. And Rock is going to target her now, so she probably won't be the strongest. So he's going to roll 3 against me. Let's start taking him out. Start taking him out. Okay. Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, Rock and Roll as well as Domina, they both have stuff where they're attacking each other. Okay, so we dealt the damage. Now we're going to try to do some slick stuff. We are on lava, so we have to try to make sure we get off of lava. We have to remember we didn't take any damage yet, so shaky ground wouldn't have come into play. We have to remember our backup plan is more expensive because of Roll. But we have to hit Rock now. Rock is so vulnerable. We have to hit him right now. So we do still have a defense. We have 5. Are we going to move? We might stay here. We might stay here. Also, if we can take out Rock now, while not damaging Roll, like if we can take out Rock, Rock's not going to hit Roll, so she could still be... Oh no, she's not anymore. She's not anymore. So he's definitely going to target us. He's definitely going to target us. Waypoint, time jump, schism. Oh, you know what we could do? Could do Phase Ghost. Put Phase Ghost here. Whoop, swap. We do it here, right? At the end of our turn. At the end of our turn. We could do... Oh, we could get really slick. We could do Phase Ghost, swap. Yep, end of turn. Take a true damage. Yep, end of that unit's turn. We could swap. If a bunch of these hit, I go down on the initiative track. Right? So I could go down, put Rock above me. Then we could apply the Kobold Claw, dealing 2 or 3 damage to him. Plus, if we get the time jump, it's at least going to deal 1. Schism's going to deal 1 as well. And we could go down a few spaces here to deal multiple enemies damage. Oh, this could be a sweet turn. This could be a really slick turn. And we still do have a defense. All right, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. So hopefully this works out. This should be really cool. We definitely want to take out Rock because, again, he's going to be recovering too, and we want to take him out now while he doesn't have any defense. Because once he starts getting 2, 3 defense on him, and then he's healing every time, there's not much I can do. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's do this. I see 1 bone. Okay. I don't think we took him out. Shit, we're close. We needed this one to hit. Damn it. So we got the Phase Ghost. Cobalt Claw is going to deal 2. We can go down 1, putting Rock above us so Cobalt Claw could hit, and then Schism could deal 1. That's 3. He's at 4. Oh. And the unfortunate part is, if we would have gotten at least maybe one more bone, we could have then did Be Kind Rewind, re-rolling this. Oh, dude, that's so close. I do have bandages, yeah. Oh, that's so close, man. Oh, if this would have just hit, we would have been able to take him out. Okay, well, let's just apply it. So Phase Ghost comes on, instantly swap. I just want to read it just because. Place the Phase chip with HP on any available position on the battle mat. Immediately swap positions with the Phase. And it doesn't take damage from lava, which is super cool. And exhaust this die at the start of your next turn. Okay. So we did that. Let's apply this. Oh, you know what? Oh, snap. We're going to skip his turn. We're going to skip his turn, too. We're going to skip his turn. So, and here's the next interesting thing. We might still have it. Roll still might finish him off. Oh, this is very interesting. Okay, so let's do this. We are going to use this waypoint. Move your initiative down by a maximum of whatever this number is. We're going to skip his turn, right? Cobalt Claw has to deal damage to a baddie above you on the initiative track. So we deal 2, 1, 2. And Schism deals 1 damage to all baddies above us. So that's 1. And we are not going to use Schism. Put this back. Okay, very interesting. We are going to use... We're going to use Charge Up. It does cost... it's actually pointless because it's going to cost us an additional bone. So we'd be paying... We'd be paying 1 to add 1. Essentially. I think something like that. So it's gonna balance out. Okay. So we skipped Rock's turn. He's not going to be able to roll his defense. We're still going to keep Fortunate Discovery. I don't know if I'm going to need Flash Rewind or Cobalt Claw. Right? Okay, so here's the interesting part. Here's the interesting part. I got to read this again because I don't think she's going to move. So Crowd Surf, she moves as many positions as possible, taking the shortest route possible to an available rock position adjacent to the strongest opposing unit. All right, so we are the strongest opposing unit, right? Roll can move through other units, and each unit she moves through is dealt 1 damage. If there are no available rock positions adjacent to the strongest opposing unit, Roll does not move. Lava, lava. Blocked. And she's going to target the strongest. Oh, she doesn't count them as being opposing units. She only counts me and Rock. Oh, this is so crazy, dude. She's only rolling 1 attack die, though, because she's confused from this guy. Oh, dude, this has to hit. This has to hit, man. If it doesn't hit, that's going to finish him off. The weakest baddie. He's only got 1. And it's going to target before he rolls attack dice. Yes. Was that English? No. But I'm excited. So she's confused. Her attack and defense are switched. And again, she's not going to move. She would be trying to get adjacent to me, but both are lava. Oh, this is so crazy, dude. And she finishes him off. She finishes him off. Power. Yes. Yes. She did roll this, though. Our backup plan is one more expensive, which sucks. This will go off. She kills Rock. There's the death. When the sun sets on her 16th birthday, she will prick her finger on a spinning wheel and fall into a sleep. Oh my God. Oh boy. Okay. All right. That's Rock. We got Rock down. Now these guys will be targeting. They can still target her. This is so crazy, man. It seems right to me, right? And that was her turn. That was Roll's turn. And she stays there. This guy goes. Now he does have reach, right? So the strongest or the closest opposing unit that's not already adjacent, boom. And he is targeting the this might hurt a little bit. This might hurt a little bit. So he is targeting the strongest, and that is us. Only 2. 1 damage. And we are confused. Okay, not terrible. This guy's going to go. Targeting the strongest, so he's going to move here. 1 attack die. Okay. Alright, not terrible. Not terrible. And now the good news is we are no longer the strongest. Hopefully this guy can take him out. Okay, now this guy comes on. He's got reach as well. 4 health. He is melee. Comes at the bottom. He's got reach. 1 attack die. This triggers. It's round 3. This triggers. This guy is the weakest. This goes away. Exhaust this die at the start of your next... Start of my next turn, yeah, so it'll go away. The weakest is this guy right here. And we do want to make sure we don't get to 5, although it could be kind of beneficial. So this guy, we want to keep this guy around, maybe finish him off, finish Roll off, or at least deal some damage. We want to move away, right? If you have lost HP this round, otherwise heal yourself for 2. If I can get defense, I'm not too worried about these guys. This guy is definitely going to die at the start of the next turn, but he is still going to go. He's going to use reach to pull us in, and he's actually going to pull us onto lava. But again, we're only going to take damage at the end of our turn, and that's going to be after that. Start of the turn, start of round 4, he's going to take that, so he's going to be dead. And if he pulls us to him, we are not the strongest, and he's going to be targeting Roll, which is really helpful. So what do we want to do? I guess moving now isn't going to matter, right? Because if I just move down, if I just move here, Roll's still going to attack us, If I stay here, Roll is just going to move over and attack us. Oh, so that actually is important. No, because if I stay here and she moves over to hit us, the reach, he's going to go next. The reach is going to pull any the closest opposing unit that's not already adjacent, and it's going to put her on lava. It's going to put her on lava. And Roll, and she'll be the strongest. Okay, so yeah, so let's do that. So we're going to stay here. Yeah, that's helpful. That is helpful. Okay, so let's stay here. We are going to... We definitely need defense. Who are we going after? I say we go after this guy. I want this guy to stay alive. He's going to die anyway. He's not going to be able to attack us unless something goes weird. We're staying here, attacking this guy. 2. Oh, shit. Did we lose HP this? I forgot shaky ground is in effect. I did forget. So we were here. Oh, so is that shaky ground now? I think so. We lost HP here, right? Yeah. Okay. So do we move? No, we're going to stay here and eat this. Yeah. Because I want to set it up like this. So we dealt the 2 damage. We have this. We are going to charge up. It's round 3. We still have a little bit of time, and we could just let this exhaust to deal that damage to, and it is anybody, right? Yeah, because this happens right now. If it's just triggering before the round, it gets dealt to the weakest baddie. But once it hits this round, instead exhaust is die and deal damage to any baddie equal to half the round. So it's a little bit different. So yeah, we're not going to do time blip, and we're not going to get fortunate discovery. And I think we are going to heal though. Let's heal. Oh, no, we can't. We can't yet because we want him to target the strongest. Yeah. We can't heal yet. So that's our turn. We could instead get Fortunate Discovery. I think instead we just... yeah, let's get Fortunate Discovery. Let's get our Flash Rewind. I probably should have did that and then rolled that this time. All right, that's our turn. Roll is going to come over. She's trying to get next to the strongest, which is me. Strongest opposing. Oh, man. I'm Prince Philip. Don't worry. I got your kiss, Aura. What in the world, brother? All right. Let's do this. Yes, we get a loot. Rolled the merch. Comfy hiking boots. After adding yourself to the battle mat. Yeah. That's okay. If she ever rolls to get rid of loot, we can always just get rid of that. And she only hit me for 1 and did a bone. Okay, here we go. Now, reach. Strongest opposing unit, or the closest opposing unit not already adjacent. If there is a lava position, move to the lava position. And hitting the strongest adjacent unit. So we're at 6. I have 5. Hitting for 2. Hey, that's something. That's something. He's going to go. He's already adjacent to me. Hits me for 1. Oh, we didn't take a... We didn't take a damage for lava. This guy's going to roll. We are getting low. He's actually going to pull her here now. And he's hitting the strongest. Okay, this actually helps us a little bit. Hits for 1. Okay. What an interesting battle. Round 4. Start. Deal to the weakest. Dead. I say I move away. I move away. So that way he target. I guess he's going to target her anyway. But she is going to move. Let's move 1 over. So that way she does crowd surfing. 1, 2. Deals the damage to him. He'll go attacking her. The problem is going to be if these guys are taken out, I have to go to fatigue. I have to outlast her through fatigue. That's going to be a problem. Oh. I do have some healing. All right. Pause here real quick. I have to use the bathroom really fast, and then I will come back and we'll get the win. All right. All right. So it's our turn, right? We already moved off. Right? We already moved off. We are trying to figure out who to target. Figment OP. Just put on some briefs next time. Nobody. Just go straight through, man. Rewind time so I don't have to go with Figment. Okay, so I think, yeah, we're going to move off. We're going to have to last. We're going to have to outlast her in fatigue. That's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. So if we go here, she's going to go next. She wants to get adjacent to me, the closest spot. 1, 2, deal the damage there. if we take that guy out, I'm not opposed to that. So we move here. We're just gonna do this, right? Oh no, we gotta. Do we do something like this? It is our turn, right? It is our turn. Yeah, we just dealt damage to this guy. Yeah. We didn't go yet. So we moved off. We have 5 decks. Once I start planning a lot like this, which I think you need to in certain situations, I can sometimes get lost. I try to put this die up here, but even so, I still get lost sometimes. So, and we do have this Be Kind Rewind. We do have that available. I think if this fails, I think we do Fortunate Discovery again, and we get it back. 2 defense. I'm okay with this. What's it gonna look like when this guy goes? He's got reach. Is there any way I can have her be put in lava before they're defeated? Yeah, exactly. And that's what it comes to, man. Like 2 bones right off the bat. That Rock rolled for his defense. If he would have rolled some good defense, this whole battle is different. This entire battle is different. And at that point we're still struggling with Rock, and it's not pretty. At that point, Rock would have been back up to 8 health, 4 defense with my luck. Okay, so maybe I don't attack him. He's got break. We can try to take this guy out. Yeah, let's try to take this guy out. So we will roll this. Yeah, because we need that. He's going to attack us. Oh, you know what's... yeah, because I was going to say... Oh, you know what's really interesting? When roll comes over here, it's going to deal the damage. Getting rid of this, we're tied. We are tied for health. She's attacking the strongest. She's not opposing them. I don't know why I keep thinking that. So we definitely want defense. Okay, we got the highest result we could. We got the 3. We got the 3. That's going to go in locked. We got another bone. We deal 1 damage. We got a 2 defense. That's good. So what are we doing here? Be Kind Rewind. Once we get into fatigue, her rolling defense isn't going to matter, so I'm not going to need this. At first I was thinking, let's keep this around to keep pinging her defense. I wouldn't be able to deal damage to her with this, but if I could still get in through the defense. But that's not going to matter, because the fatigue does true damage, so the shields won't matter at all. So instead what I could do... And then just next round, I target this guy. I could do Be Kind Rewind. Right? Let's do Be Kind Rewind. Let's at least show this off. So Be Kind Rewind. We're going to roll that on this guy. Brutal. He's out. Now, one thing I don't know. This is one thing I don't know. Our defense stat is 2. Be Kind Rewind. We now have rolled 2 additional defense. I don't know if all of those can be slotted. I have been playing that they can't. Roll all dice in your backup plan, including those spent to activate this backup plan, and all bones rolled this turn. Treat the rolled results as dice rolled this turn. I'm going to say no. I don't know, though. I don't know. All right, so we took that guy out, right? I think that's going to be, yeah, that's going to be our turn. Roll is going to go. Oh, you know what? Oh, so this is, oh yeah, strongest opposing unit. So 1, 2 to a rock position, dealing a damage. No shield. And now it's going to roll 2 and this against me. Bone. Merch. What's up? If you have 2 or fewer HP, heal yourself for 5 HP. And a bone. Oh my god. Okay. Well, he is opposing her, so he's going to roll this. 2 damage. What's up? And he did careless. Oh my god. You can't slide, I think. Yeah. That one of the things is all of this stuff is still pretty new. I've been looking through some of the forums. I haven't found some questions that I have, but that's the way I'm playing it. I mean, that's the way it usually is, right? Goes by the stat. So that's how I'm playing it. But then it goes, attack dice though. You're essentially rolling more attack dice. Can you only apply a certain amount? I don't know. Oh, maybe you can only apply a certain amount of attack dice. You get a lotto ticket when he horseback. Yeah, man. He'd get a winner. Dude, we're having some amazing luck here. Okay. So he just went. I mean, he just dealt 2 damage. She didn't get any. She gave us a merch. Didn't get any defense. We didn't lose any health, so this isn't going to turn to lava. Went over him, dealt the damage. He didn't get any defense. Instead, rolled a bone and dealt 2 damage to roll. Okay, 5. Round 5. This is exhausted. All right, it deals half of the round number rounded up. So it is dealing 3 damage to him. Oh, God. Good Lord. And we still have Flash Rewind. So just in case we get taken out. So it's going to go to Fatigue. And we could do Time Jump just to get it to Fatigue rounds now. But I guess it's not going to trigger yet. So we don't need to worry about that. So our turn. We're just going to roll the defense. Let's heal, right? If you have 2 or fewer HP. Now here's the thing. She's rolling 2 attack dice. We have 2 defense here. If this does... Oh, we do have this, though. I'm trying to line this up so I heal the 5. Do I just heal the 2 now? We just have to last 2 fatigue rounds. And we do have this slotted, going up to 3. Do I just do this now? I think so, right? Wait, did I use this thick bandage? Did I use that thick bandage or not? I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. So we use the soot melange, whatever it is. So if you have 2 or fewer HP, heal yourself for 5. Otherwise, heal yourself for 2. So we just healed for 2. We're going to roll this. We can't take her life down, but we can... We are going to do time jump. Okay, got the defense. No bones. We do this. Put her above. Skips her turn. Charge up. And it goes to fatigue. She goes. Bone 1. Our backup plan is more expensive, and she deals 1 to us. We go. And then it is fatigue again. That's her. Woo. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And we still had this. We still had Flash Rewind. So even if we would have been KO'd, we just come back with 3 health. And then we would have kept doing charge up, maybe. Do Fortunate Discovery, get this back, roll it again, slot it. This one right here, it is a 3. So that is, I can shift the round number. Yeah, warp. Increase or decrease the round counter by up to a certain number. So I could increase or decrease the round by 3. That is serious, dude. That is serious. He's good, man. He is good. But again, I have had games where, you know, it hasn't gone well. We got some serious luck. We got some serious luck there. Especially with Rock rolling 2 bones for his defense. We were getting some good rolls in that Tyrant battle. We were getting some really good rolls. But I do think I played against Rock and Roll as Carcass before, and with only, you know, having 7 days to defeat him, I just feel like Carcass needed a little bit more training points. So I was like, let's go against Domina. I really think Carcass needs a little bit more time to get going than Figment does. And that's why I wanted to do Figment against Rock and Roll, which is the shortest Tyrant in Unbreakable. But yeah, so he can get going. But again, he starts with 2 decks. I mean, you got to look. He does start pretty weak. 2 decks. Nicely done. Good to get the win after yesterday. I know, dude. It feels good. It feels really good. I'm really happy about that. But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's just how it goes sometimes. Some days, you know, it just kind of works out. It does help with planning, of course. You guys all know the game at this point. But then, you know, sometimes the dice are just in your favor and it just works out beautifully. And then other times it just doesn't. You're rolling bones for yours, you're rolling 2s for the baddies, and it just is like everything you do is just not working, no matter how much you're planning. And when that happens, it gets rough. And that's just kind of how yesterday went. But Figment is a lot of fun, man. So far, I really like Carcass and Figment. I can't say who I like better. They both are drastically different. I feel like Carcass is a decent tank, killing these guys. Figment doesn't care about the defeated baddies, right? Carcass, for 1 bone, you can get a baddie from the current battle defeated stack onto your meat hooks. I feel like almost they could play well together. Meanwhile, Figment's just giving him bones, right, with his Chrono Seer. So Chrono Seer, it is to the weakest. It is to the weakest gear lock. So at the start of each round, grant a bone to the weakest gear lock. I thought instead you could keep feeding Carcass bones. Once he gets 4 bones, he does Roadkill Search, gets a 5-point baddie onto his meat hooks, constantly replenishing his meat hooks. I think that could be very cool. But I think Figment overall could be a very good support character. Very good. Let's see. I just checked the forum. CTG has not answered the question yet regarding the defense dice. It's under Beacon Rewind multiple targets. Oh, you're talking about on the forums. That's what the title is called? Okay. multiple targets. I've been playing it, it's against the same target. I mean, it does just say roll all dice in your backup plan, including those spent to activate this backup plan, and all bones rolled this turn. Treat the rolled results as dice rolled this turn. I'm assuming it's still against the same target. My biggest question, is just like, can you use multiple, attack dice over your attack stat or defense dice over your defense stat? But thank you, dude. I'll check it out tomorrow. Yeah, but really fun, really fun. And he's got a lot of, like he can aid himself as well as other teammates as well. I mean, buff HP constantly. Like, can you imagine if you got this going? You got something like this, right? Constant bones, buff HP, and damage. And if you can get them high enough and you keep manipulating the round for only 2 bones, you keep getting the round to, keeping it at 2. So all these, every single at the start of turn, they're triggering. Damage the weakest baddie. Healing the weakest gear lock with a buff HP and giving a bones to the weakest gear lock. Just, that can be super powerful. These Theoretician dice, these can be pretty cool as well. I think the next time I play as him, I'll try these. Some of these are stunning. Like this is stunning a 1-point baddie when it hits the end of round 2 and the end of round 4, or you can choose to exhaust it, which is this blue number, at round 4 to I think stun a 5-point baddie. And it's kind of that same way with all of these. So it's going to trigger at rounds 2 and 4, but they're going to do different things, and you can choose to exhaust it at round 4 to do a stronger effect. But these would also go into your lock slot. So you only have 3. You'd have to choose, a certain, whatever ones you want to go for. But I like getting this early on, this chrono trigger, maybe day 3 skill, just because if you can get this locked like I did, every single battle just dealing a damage. It's really good. Really good. Let's see what wife's text me. All right, check it out later. Thank you, Tim. Welcome. It's the same target, but someone asked about that. Okay. I'm pretty sure you can do over your stats. I mean, it would be weird to spend 5 bones just to roll. That's true. That's true. It is 5 bones. That's a good point, JF. I think you're right. I think that right there kind of answers the question. I think that answers the question right there. Yeah. Now that you say that, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, because, I mean, yeah, if you don't even train, but you get lucky, right? Because you got to think, if you're only rolling 1 for each, you keep slotting them, you're just getting some really bad luck. It does cost 5 bones to then just re-roll all of these. I think you're right, dude. I think you're right. And the guy didn't mention anything about a limit. Yeah. And I did watch Chip Theory Games Figment overview prior to this, but she didn't say in the video anything about that. So I don't know. But I think you're right. Now that you put it that way, yeah. I'd love to see a Gear Lock character like Rock and Roll, almost like a WWF tag team pair. Wonder Twin powers activate. Yeah, man. That'd be so cool, dude. And they're rock and roll, so you can imagine them in their, their 80s or even early 90s, wrestling gear. Yeah, just sparkles everywhere, spandex. Yeah, that could be pretty cool, man. Sean, hey, caught the tail end of the stream, it seems. Yeah, man, we just took down Rock and Roll. We got some really good rolls in our favor. It was epic, man. It was an epic playthrough. Really happy with this one. Figment really came in handy. He can do some really strong stuff with the initiative. And I do like it. His main thing is keeping the round counter down. And it's fairly simple for only 2. And the thing is, even if you're not able to do it, like if you only get 1 bone, so strong for a 1 bone backup plan to do charge up, and you can choose which ones. So you can choose how big of a Be Kind rewind you want. I mean, what if you did all this? Be Kind rewind. See ya. Right? And that's with all of your dice exhausted. Oh man, dude. See a 6/6 attack. That is a strong backup plan, man. I think JF is correct. Yeah, once he put it that way, yeah, for sure. It makes more sense now for 5 bones, yeah. Because, I mean, his attack is so low, right? As well as his dex. With these stats being so low and this costing 5, it just kind of makes sense, yeah. And not only that, with the charge up, they were saying in the Figment video as well about choosing how you want to charge up. And it specifically says it here as well. I think for that reason, do you want to have a huge turn where you're getting a lot of defense or, you know, a lot of attack when using this? That's why it's so important to kind of choose how you want to orient this. So you could have, you know, when you do that, how do you want these dice to go? Yeah. Okay. How do you find playing 1 gear lock? My wife and I are going to play 1 each. We consider 2 each too much to manage. Yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah, and like John's saying right now, it depends on how familiar you are with the game and with the gear locks. And plus, it's like, it's going to be a long playthrough as well with 4. You know, you got to go through each gear lock. You got to choose your stats and stuff like that. So, yeah, depending on how familiar you are with the game and the stats. Because, again, I even took a few days recently before Unbreakable came to really start studying these. So I'm starting to know a decent amount and with Unbreakable. But even I'm referencing this stuff. And, you know, there's questions that come up anyway about nuanced situations. So not only that, you know, do you really understand the gear locks? Do you really understand the backup plan and all this stuff? So it can be a lot to know. I would say start with 1. If you're not too familiar, start with 1. Learn the gear lock. After that, maybe in your second playthrough, then add 2. You know, could do something like that. Legion of Doom tag team was a favorite of mine back in the day. Yeah. I feel like the four horsemen were cool, right? But then it started, I don't know, the storyline started to get a little lame. I was always more WWF at the time. The Rock, man. I loved The Rock and Stone Cold. That rivalry. Yeah. I should say we found 1 each difficult. Yeah, so there's... And John can... me and John were talking about this before, and I think a few other people. But the way... It goes by the baddie points, right? So 1, you can, you know, it's not too bad. It's slowly increasing. I feel like with 2 gear locks, you know, already on day 2, you're fighting 4 1-point baddies if the encounter doesn't change it at all. So at that point, depending if you're playing heroic or not, if you're not playing heroic, you're only getting hopefully 2 training points after the day 1. So that still might not be enough for 4 1-point baddies. I know they're only 1-pointers, but some of them have some really dirty skills. So your cells as gear locks might not be that strong yet. And then on day 3, I feel like it gets a little easier. It gets a little easier because now you have some stronger gear locks, 2 versus 2 baddies, a 5-pointer and a 1-pointer. And then, you know, so it escalates pretty rapidly from with having 2 gear locks. With 3, I just feel like you have a lot more gear lock power for the amount of increase that the day and the baddie points go up. That's just my opinion. It could be wrong, but that's just how I found playing with 2 versus 1. WWF, yeah, my uncle's a junkyard dog. Wait, is he really junkyard dog? So far there are not much unsure rules FAQ for the new gear locks. Can you mention some that you remember on your playthroughs? Yeah, so one was Brimstone. Brimstone is, if we can find it, we don't actually need it. Here's a Brimstone that worked out. So this is a melee guy, right? Let's pretend we are melee now, right? Or at least we want to get to be next to him. So Brimstone is anytime a Gearlock moves adjacent to them, they instantly gain a 2 defense. It's a pretty dirty skill. They get a 2 defense and they move away in the opposite direction. One question I had, and I think I answered it just by playing a few times, and I think this was the intent, is one, it just says it gains it. So if they're here, I believe if we go here, they would just gain another 2 defense. It doesn't specify they would only have 1 max. So in theory, they could just keep getting defense, I think. That's one kind of question I have. But also, in addition to that, if we move over here, they would gain the die. Do they move away to one of these positions? I don't think so. I think it has to be the opposite direction, or else they could just keep running around the board, right? And they would just keep gaining defense dice. It specifically says, anytime an opposing unit moves to a position adjacent to this unit immediately gains a defense 2 die and, if possible, moves 1 position in the opposite direction of the opposing unit's current position. So that leads me to believe they're just trying to go in this direction now. You know, if we moved here, now they can move over here because it's in the opposite direction. But that's kind of two, kind of questions I have. I believe this can go over, and it is only opposing. In addition to that, what else? Carcass, I had the question, I think I even wrote it down. I don't think I have it down here. Carcass, I had the question about current battles defeated stacks. So you have to keep them separate. The current battles defeated stack, because his backup plan references that, and the general defeated stack. My question was specifically cooked baddies. So if I cook a recipe and I have a baddie on there, I have a recipe and I use that. Let's say this baddie that I used for the recipe was from this current battle, and I cook it. Does it go back to the current battle's defeated stack, or does it go into the general? I've been playing that it goes back into the general because you've essentially, when the body is on the meat hooks, you haven't cooked it yet. You got a lot of material to work with. After the recipe, you basically cut it up, cook it up, so there's nothing left of the body. So after the recipe is done, it goes back into the general. I don't see why you'd be able to harvest that baddie again and then cook another recipe. That was another question I had with Carcass. But so here's another kind of question I had about Brimstone. Let's say he's here, right? It's only when we move adjacent. I don't think it takes effect by initial placement when setting up the battle. I don't think that happens. Or if, like, say they were to come in later in the round and be placed there, I don't think that triggers. I think that's only specifically when you move adjacent to them. But again, I think it's only in the opposing direction. So you would only need to move once. They get this. I don't think they keep moving over. I think it's only opposing direction. Jake the Snake Roberts, yeah, man. Jim Dugan. Initial placement is exempt. I that's the way that I've been playing. I think that's the intent. And the next thing, like we were just talking about, is when a Gearlock moves next to it. I've also been playing that if they move adjacent, because this guy is melee, they wouldn't get that, right? Brimstone wouldn't take effect. Or else this guy wouldn't be melee, right? He would never be able to move next to you. He'd always then just run away. You know, it'd be stupid. I'd start with core box. I always start with core box. The reason why I would start with core box is because this battlefield changes. And I even have a lot of experience with the game, and it's just, it can be very easy to miss, you know, when these flip. There adds a lot of board stuff, shaky ground, darkness. There's a lot of stuff that gets added to this. And this board is changing a lot. I think it makes it a little bit more complex. You don't want to have to keep track of this stuff on top of just the normal baddie skills and all that sort of stuff. So I would start with the core box for that reason. If you do play with Unbreakable, I would suggest just finding some little tokens and, like I was trying to do, place them on top. I think that could help you avoid missing some of that stuff. But yeah, I would start with core. But I would open up Unbreakable to get this guy out. That's what I would do. Yeah, yep. General, yep. I think Unbreakable will be just as fun. It is a blast. It definitely is a blast. Once you start to understand the board and stuff. Again, I mentioned this at the beginning of the video. I really like what they did with this. I think they've accomplished what they were going for. This dark underground caverns, right? This lava. It's you know, dark and mysterious. You got the darkness. They come on the range positions. You have no idea what they are until you get adjacent to them. The good news is about range, guys, we could deal damage and they would be revealed, but the damage wouldn't be applied. So very cool. It's got this lava board. It's constantly changing, but I do find that the lava mechanic, as much of a pain as it could be, I haven't been having that big of a problem. It's like a nice little change. It's not like I'm constantly running around the board and it's this super hard thing to overcome. It's just like it feels like a minor change, but one that you do have to be, you know, wary of. And one of the things I like about that is because even if your spot gets turned into lava, it only deals true damage to you at the end of your turn, still giving you some time to get away from it. So it hasn't been that big of a problem. I'd say the toughest skills are definitely the sword breaker, and reach can definitely be a problem pulling you in, especially if there's another baddie with stench. And you got to take out the stench guy, right? And he's dealing 2 true damage when he dies. Reach is kind of a pain too. Reach is kind of a pain. But I think they've accomplished that. You do get this sense of this dark, gloomy cavern. You're underground, dark and mysterious, shaky ground. It's a lot of fun. Simpler rules for the gear locks and baddies, tyrants, and encounters. Yeah, overall a little bit more simple. I would start there. Just play TNB every night for about 3 to 4 months straight and let us know what you think. Yeah, man. Figment with the core box, it is. They did. It is a little tougher. Yeah, for that extra board presence. And plus with the break baddies. Yeah, you just scared me a little bit. I'm thinking if there was any break baddies that I took damage off of if they were on lava. Because they don't take damage. But I don't think so. Like lava flow, I'm not even worried about lava flow. He just turns every spot that he's on to lava, so he'd be moving around creating lava. But you don't need to go onto those spots. And, you know, if you just go adjacent, he's not going to move again at all. So lava flow isn't really going to affect it too much. Gonna have to, yeah. Core box is fun, but you can find some easy routes with some of the gear locks for some of the tyrants, yeah. And guys, I did want to say this. I gotta tell you this real quick. I was about to say, probably avoid Nom. I don't really like Nom, but you gotta check this out. somebody asked if they changed Nom in Rage of Tyranny. And yes, they did. And I love the change. So they gave you additional Nom dice. Okay. So you got to listen to this. I think they kept the spirit of Nom, but also changed them up a little bit. So here's this thing. Baddie points. Party of one ignores this. All right. Add 1 point baddies equal to party size. Add Nom to the bottom of the build queue. Nom rolls number of Tyrant dice equal to the number of gear locks on the battle mat. At the end of each round, any gear lock may choose to temporarily leave the battle mat as long as at least one gear lock remains. At the start of each round, any gear lock that left battle may re-enter on any available gear lock starting position and at the top of the initiative. At least one gear lock must re-enter if none are currently in the battle or the battle is lost. So they kept the spirit of you can choose to have less gear locks in the battle fighting against him, so he's rolling less dice. Or you could just say, screw it, we're all going to battle, but you would take a penalty because he's going to roll more Tyrant dice. I like that, because Nom in the original, only one could be on the board at a time. So they kept it like if you want to still play like that, it's going to benefit you a little bit. I think they really kept the spirit while, you know, giving you the option to have more people on the board. I think that's really cool. An easy way to come in and out of the battle. And plus, if you go out and then come back in, you come at the top of the initiative. I really like it. I think it was a cool change. And it makes me excited to see what else they do with the other gear lock or the Tyrants. And I think the last thing I want to say is I've been seeing a few questions on forums about organization with the trove chest. I have mine in a pretty good spot that really helps me out. It's different than what they did on the Does It All Fit video for CTG. So I think at one point I'm gonna record a video of how I lay mine out, because I like to keep my stuff in the boxes for easy, you know, pulling out and stuff like that. So and right now I have some Unbreakable stuff separated, so it really works out for me while keeping a lot of these deck boxes. I did have to remove some duplicates of stuff and everything, but I think they even mentioned that in the video. So I'll put out a video at some point about how I organize all of my stuff. It really works out for me. It's very easy to pull it out and get started. So I will have that coming at some point. What Tyrant do you think is the toughest, including all expansions? Interesting. Nobulus is pretty crazy because I kind of mentioned he has these, I think they're called proto tyrants or something like that. But if you have multiple of them on the board at one time and you defeat one, all the others are removed and they add that HP to Nobulus, and that can exceed his HP stat. So you got to be really careful about how you defeat these other tyrants that he's bringing on. But I didn't find him to be too difficult. Ammonite, it's been a while, but I think his was in the Tyrant encounters, you could defeat some body parts. Is that right? I remember him being a lot of fun. Nobulus, he was kind of a pain. Leech, I didn't have a problem with Leech. Gendrix was a real pain in the butt. Drellin, I'm okay with Drellin. But that 3 poison that he can put on you is dirty. I don't know. I'd probably have to say Marrow. I think Marrow was okay. Nom's alright. Maybe I'll just go with, I don't know. It's hard because I haven't played against some of them in quite some time. I guess based on that, just not remembering too much, maybe maybe Gendrix, maybe Ammonite, maybe one of those, maybe Blobulus. I think I said Nobulus at first, but Blobulus I meant at first with the other tyrants coming on. Oh, I just dropped my stuff. Can you go over it one more time? Damn request. Can you try one Rage of Tyranny Tyrant just to see how much of an improvement they are and the Shadows of Tyrant module? So the plan is, yeah, Gendrix. Yeah, what's up, John? Yeah, Gendrix is a pain, dude. He is a pain. I haven't played Nobulus too much, but I really do not like Gendrix. Yeah, Gendrix he's brutal, man. So JF, I think the plan is I'm going to go through all of the new gear locks and all of the new tyrants. After that, we'll start mixing it back up. We'll start mixing it up. And then we'll start going back over, maybe some of the original tyrants using the Rage of Tyranny stuff. I think that could be pretty fun. But yeah. All right, guys, I think we're going to call it. It is 12:20. I got a busy day tomorrow. Hope you guys enjoyed. Yeah, try out Figment, man. I think next one is going to be static. Next we'll do static. Yeah, limit. Yeah, limit is just so dirty, man. Removing a stat die, it is so dirty, dude. It is. I think it is a little too OP. It is a little too OP. Yeah, I know. It's just like, can you imagine? Can you imagine against Figment going to 1-1? Oh man, dude, that's crazy. But try out Figment if you haven't. Try out Figment. I think next is gonna be static, so we'll get static to the channel next. Maybe against Cinder. We'll see. We'll see what he's all about. Okay, let's see. Gonna be a second before I get Unbreakable. Yeah, John, I think you're gonna like it, man. I think you're gonna really like it. I'm excited for you. Later, dude. All right, guys. Good night. Yeah, thank you guys so much. Have a fantastic weekend. Have a great Father's Day. And I'll catch you on the next one. I don't know what the plan is yet. Either I'm gonna do a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, or try to bang out the gear locks, or just do a Tuesday and Thursday. We'll see, because it might be jam packed with Lords of Ragnarok coming, which I'm super excited about as well. We'll see. I haven't figured it out yet, but till then, have a good one. Grab some brews, play some games. I'll catch you guys on the next one. All right, guys, peace.